So we're back. Look, I got furious last night.
Oh.
Yeah, let me turn everybody's mic up.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't usually, getting angry is not really my thing.
Oh, really?
But when I can get annoyed and I can get irritated, but like I'm not an angry person.
Unlike Gary.
Right, unlike Gary. So like when I get angry, it's for the long haul. Like it's not a blip. You know what I mean? It's like, well, there went all of your nights. So yesterday, the kids got out of school 3 hours early because of a tornado warning.
Monday.
That was canceled.
That was canceled, ultimately. But so they were only going to go to school for 3 hours. We had a busy weekend. I'll get to that on my nerd week. But my wife and I were just like, you know what? Like, they're going to be walking home in a fucking thunderstorm. Like, it's 3 hours. It's going to be a fucking joke of a day. Just let them stay the fuck home, right? So that's what we did. We let them stay home. Mm-hmm. So I came downstairs early because I needed to get content done yesterday. And I was also going to have a conversation with Billings for a pod, and I didn't know when that was going to happen because he's on West Coast time, and you got to wait around for them motherfuckers to wake up all day. So I come downstairs and I'm like, I'm waiting for kids. Kids start popping up. I'm like, hey, you guys are home today. We're just going to keep you home. Blah blah. They're like, oh, it's lit. It's up. Like let's do it. And I'm like, look, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. The day is yours, except I need this floor put together. I need this floor put together, laundry away, clean up after yourselves, the plates, dishes, all that shit. I need all that shit sorted, and then the whole day is yours. And they were like, you got it. Say less, right? Cool. So I go downstairs, I start working on content. I come back up around lunchtime, and I find that most of it has been done. There's a couple things on the steps. There's a basket of laundry that needs to go up, and it's Leia's. So like she always puts that shit off because the laundry basket's like as big as she is. And then Selena's dishes from her making her own lunch. Right? She made pasta, which I'm always like slightly impressed by. But anyway, so I was like, hey, room looks great. I just need these pots and pans sorted out, and I need this laundry taken up, and then I'm golden. And Leia was like, oh yeah, no problem. Got the laundry right then and there, got the shit off the steps, and Selena was eating her lunch, so I figured that she was good. So she did not put the pots and pans away, which irritated me. But I'm still okay. I'm downstairs working on content. I come upstairs, Laura's home, because she got like her business closed because of these fucking tornadoes.
It's weird. Just like it didn't seem. I mean, we had a big rain in the morning, but it didn't seem that bad.
And then we had a big one in the evening. Yeah, like around 8 or 9. So anyway, So I'm on a pod. I'm on that pod with Billings because the sun finally fucking rose over there
in the west.
Yes. And I get a text from my wife that's like, "Where is my card?" So I used her card to buy pizza for us the other night, and it was like I just had to figure out where the fuck I did with it, So I was wrapping up. I was like, maybe in my jacket, not in your jacket. I already checked. I was like, all right, well, I'm on this fucking thing. I'm going to be up in 3 minutes. I'll find it. So I go up, and she's like, obviously fucking irritated, right? That she can't. And like, well, bitch, like, don't give me the fucking card then. You know what I mean? Like
or make sure you get it back.
Or do that, or you go pay for it. Like I got out of the car and went and go paid for it so that you wouldn't have to. You know what I mean? And like don't fucking make it a thing. Just fucking give me a goddamn second. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck is the big hurry?
What was she trying to do?
She was trying to renew her registration, I think.
Oh, yeah, so it's not like
through DMV, but I think today was the last day, but still, she had all day.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't something she had to do right then and there.
Correct. Now, I think that she had to go through a number of steps to get into the website and blah, 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 blah. And, she was probably like, didn't want to get kicked out of the system and, you know what I mean? They'd like start over again. Yeah. But then I came to find out. Did we? Oh, never mind. You're good. Like I listened back to these for the best of.
Yeah.
And like when a soda opens.
Yeah.
it bottoms out the mics. And I was just going to ask you to try it under the table as an experiment. I always forget to bring it up before the show just to see.
I moved cans underneath when I open them because I noticed the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird. Anyway. So there I am, right, in the midst of my wife in a bad mood. Come to find out, she came home from work, and my wife hates to see a motherfucker chilling out. She needs to be a supervisor somewhere. She's never been a supervisor in her goddamn life, and she's made for it because she hates to see a motherfucker sitting down. She hates it. So she gets home from work. She goes upstairs. Leia's playing a video game on her Kindle, right? This like little fun video game she plays. It's like a mystery of like whodunit type video game. Jaina was napping, and Selena,
She's a napping ass girl, bro.
she is. And it must be all that brain power just to use. She annoys the shit out of me too the other day. She was just like, I was like, it was cold outside, and one of the kids was like, "It's cold." She was like, "Do you know there really is no such thing as cold? It's just lack of heat." And I was like, "Jaina, shut the fuck up." Anyway, she's like, "You don't feel cold. You're feeling the absence of heat." I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I feel cold."
What's the definition of cold?
Right. You're in the wrong.
I understand. That's why I'm laughing, because I know what she's talking about.
You're in the wrong house for this shit. So anyway, next thing is we get to so Jaina's asleep, the baby's playing a video game, and then Selena was doing something. Laura had asked her to do something, and she like hadn't done it or some shit. Selena pissed her off too, so she just went upstairs and got pissed off by all the kids, right? And that's why she's taking it out on the card. And all. But I don't know none of this, right? So I just come upstairs. She's in a bad mood. Now she's already had an issue with all three of the kids. They come downstairs for dinner. Now they're in a bad mood, right? And I'm trying to pull us together, right? So I'm like, look, it's leftovers tonight: meatballs, sauce, noodles, pizza. We got leftover. Like, heat up the ovens, get the pots out. Like, Hove, it's a Hove night. And I start playing like feel good, good, like, like it's the hard, not like, like uplifting music. And, I'm trying to save this fucking night, man. And like, they just won't have it. Selena and Jaina keep bickering. Laura starts picking on Jaina about shit. Jaina's picking back. To be fair, the baby wasn't really involved. Selena still is not cleaning up these pots and pans. Like, that's pissing me off. So then I hit pause on the music, and I was like, okay, if here's what you wanted, then this is what you get.
Poor baby catching strays.
Yeah, and I was like, now I'm mad. Now I'm gonna have a bad night. And when I have a bad night, everybody has a bad night. So now I start telling them all about themselves, and they didn't like what was said.
Sometimes it's enlightening. Sometimes you need that,
and like when I turn the music off, like they like looked over, like, because that's usually the telltale sign.
Yeah,
it only happens maybe twice a year, And Laura's like, just put something back on, just put anything back.
Late.
And I was like, it's too late. We're past that now. Like, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. And it's just like, but I say all that to say this is back to like the basics of it all. Like, I think the one thing that, like, now don't get me wrong, a number of things can irritate me and set me off, but like a surefire thing that's like gonna set me off is a lack of appreciation.
So like, even on that,
yeah, it's just like, it's the same reason why I left the majority of my shit from YouTube. Like, I took the majority of my shit off YouTube. Like, I just didn't feel it was appreciated, and so,
and you put it to where a place where people do appreciate
correct,
it, and it shows.
Correct, and now I'm good to go, with that shit. But so like, I was like, nobody skipped a beat when I was fucking running everybody around town, running you to a softball game before a fucking performance, an hour away in Leesburg, just to come 2 hours northeast to get to Carroll County. Like, everybody's cool with that. Everybody's cool with, me helping, the baby with the lines and shit. Everybody's cool with that. Everybody's cool with like trying to like, do this, that, and the third. And like, and I was like, and now I see that everybody's in a bad mood, and I'm trying to pull this fucking family together tonight for a night that we were not even supposed to have, because we were supposed to have softball practice. We got canceled because of the tornado. So it's like a bonus night that we all get to be together, and you all won't have it. You're not having any part of it. So what the fuck am I fighting for?
Right.
Fuck it. Now let me tell you what's gonna happen. You know, and Selena got up and took a shower. Right. Her shower took, I want to say, around 2 hours. So I was like, she still hadn't cleaned up these pots and pans. So I was like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for her to come back. So she came back, and I was like, hey, clean up these motherfucking pots and pans, you know? And then she washed them, right? And then put them on the counter. And I was like, where are you going? I'm going to bed. Are those fucking pots and pans cleaned up? She said, no, they're wet. I was like, then dry them the fuck off. You know, like, what are you talking about? You know, but I was fucking pissed. You know, so anyway, this morning, you know, Laura was like, I'm sorry for being, you know, coming home in a bad mood, blah, blah. And I was like, it's not just you, it's all of them. She's like, I'm just apologizing for my part. And I was like, cool, but like, you know, I'm over it, but but it's not all like, it's not a switch for me. Like, it's like a pimple. It's really like a pimple. So like I can feel it starting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's really sensitive when you feel it starting, you know, and then it starts to grow and it starts to hurt more. It starts to hurt more. It's getting bigger, so to speak. And then it pops, but then it's got to go back down, you know, and I need that time to go back down. You know, it's not like say the magic words for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. You know, like I'm not that I don't appreciate the apology, but just understand that doesn't fix it for me. I need time.
I mean, I'm that same. I don't know how people do that switch. Yeah. Like, if I'm mad, but I can forgive you, but like, I'm not going to be just happy right now. I'm just going to.
And it was a bummer because we were coming off a pretty great weekend. And then on top of that, like, now Laura and I got wine and cheese tonight. You know, so it's like, fuck, like, you know. You know, and I'm not really mad with her anymore, but like, I'm just mad. I'm not mad with any of them anymore. I'm just like, I'm mad that they ruined it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So anyway, and part of it is my fault, you know, like, because I think that like sometimes I get my heart set on something. Like, okay, we're gonna have a good night. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna, you know, like, and I try to make it maybe something bigger than it was or was ever gonna be. I
mean, to be fair, I think there was no. On the receiving end, I can imagine there's no ramp up, right? It's good, and now it's fucked, mm-hmm. right? Like, because you were trying, and like they were picking up the vibes, mm-hmm. And by the time they do, it's too late. So there was no warning. There was no, hey, let's do this or this. It's just like.
Yeah, I think I might have said
0 to 100.
I might have said some stuff in there like, can y'all just stop being nasty? You know, can y'all stop being nasty? Can you, you know? And I even said like I'd have to ask. I may have even said like, I'm starting to piss me off. You know,
that's if you say that and then it keeps going.
You know,
that's game.
So anyway, I saw Leia this morning. You know, but I haven't seen the other two.
And she's the least guilty.
Yeah, and I told them I was like, look, at the end of it. You know, because they wanted to be all pouty and shit at the end of it. Yeah. And I was like, this pouty shit, I can't handle it. You know, like, you got something to say, you feel a way, let's table it. Let's get it out. Let's talk about it. But if it's not that, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the pouty shit. I don't want to hear the complaints. I don't want to hear the bullshit. If you got an issue, let's talk about it. Let's get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. And that was kind of how I left the night, you know, and then I went outside and sat and watched the rain for a half hour or so. But goddamn, like, you know, I haven't been that mad, you know, in quite some time. But
and this was last night.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I was quite mad last night.
Yes, you have a story as well. So you would have gotten your coffee first, but I'm so dead set on hearing the story. I think I'm going to let you jump the shark today and
I don't got much going on, so go ahead.
So I'm trying to think of how So, all right. It's the 20-something-year-old, right? Mm-hmm. From the bar.
Yep.
Oh, they have age sense.
Well, no, she's always been 20-something.
That's fair.
Well, we used to have a number, and I don't remember the number.
I don't remember the number. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was growing.
Right.
So,
Oh, it's trivia night.
yeah. So, I had been avoiding trivia
Yes.
for like the last 6 weeks.
That's a long time.
I didn't want to see her.
Yes.
Like I've been more and more like curt with my responses, like, hey, I don't care about that. Like, nope, don't want to talk about that. Ignoring Instagram posts and Snapchats and everything, whatever.
Do you tell the guitar guy you didn't want to hear it either?
Yeah. So she calls me yesterday.
Oh.
And I ignored it, sent it to voicemail. And to be fair, I was working on some equipment. I was repairing a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Right. So I was covered in bar oil. My hands are all cut up. Like I'm trying to get this fucking part out of the center of it that's being a pain in the ass. Phone rings, voicemail. 10, 15 minutes later, I've finally got the part out. I'm starting to put it back together. Still covered in bar oil. And she calls again. So I pick up like an idiot, and I thought about this also, like, so you can be good 99 times in a row and you make one mistake, like answering the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's Benny the Bridge Builder.
Yeah.
For those listening, Benny the Bridge Builder built 1,000 bridges. Then he sucked one dick. Now he's Benny the cocksucker.
Right. I didn't do that one time.
But that's like it's like an old turn of phrase, like
So
doesn't make them bad people.
just makes them
Friend in need's a friend indeed. Goddammit.
So like I picked up and I was like, what? And she's like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Like I am not in for any of that.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like we are not dating. We are at best acquaintances with benefits. Like not friends.
That doesn't sound hateful.
Right? So, and I was like, oh, hang up. Right? I was like, I'm at work, can't talk, hang up.
Yeah.
Then it's like a string of texts, 10, 15 of them, rapid succession. You need to talk to me. I need you, blah, 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 blah.
But you're working.
Right. And also, not my fucking problem.
Yeah, I'm not your boyfriend.
Like, I don't need to do shit.
I'm not your father. I'm not your boyfriend.
100%.
Not even your friend.
Right. She's like, you're the only one I trust. I'm like,
That's your problem.
you're a bad judge of character.
And
So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like trying to hit the block button. But like I said, I'm covered in bar oil. So it's like the phone is not responding appropriately because it's like, oh, you're touching over there?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's right here. So I finally get it to block. And there's like a pop-up where I'm like trying to hit the block button. And once I hit block, that pop-up goes away, and then you can kind of see the messages that were behind it. And I think I saw a family member died. Like as the messages are kind of like whisked away into some unknown folder, never to be seen again. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go back, do my thing, finish up. Boss says, hey, everybody go home. Like tornado. It's time to leave.
do we get tornadoes?
It's been
We
more
have-
common recently.
I mean, we actually get them?
Yeah,
I've
like remember
never-
that one came through and fucked up that place, the TJ Maxx. But I mean, if I was a tornado, that's where I would head.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Well, that girl died in the mid 2000s in College Park.
Yeah,
and,
two
yeah,
girls.
and we know the
Yeah, sad, tragic story. Yeah, we know
So,
the
okay.
brother of that family.
Yeah.
I've never heard of an actual, like, I don't ever recall a tornado actually touching down in Maryland,
Yeah.
like in our area.
Yeah, like I think that was like the
2
first.
years ago. Last year, one hit in Glen Elg or something like that.
Maybe there's been a number of them in this area, like
Really?
that. Yeah, a couple of years. Like it's been almost once a year that one came through and wrecked that TJ Maxx and fucking. I mean,
And then left.
and then left. It was like
Fire sale.
it was like one down, 3,948 more to go. But yeah, that one near Chris's house.
Yeah, man, I need to pay more attention.
It's like a home goods connection, with TJ Maxx. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, what Like, because
Where I
whenever
got
I
my
say
hair-
tornado warning, I just fucking.
Where I got my wig cut.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
A good spot.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm leaving work, get back, and I'm like, what am I gonna do tonight? Like, it's only like 3:45, and I'm done. And I didn't go in super early, so I was like planning on working.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, if a family member died, she probably won't be at trivia. I'm gonna go out tonight, right?
Fucking awful.
But logical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Logical.
Logical.
So I go out, get to the bar, and like my normal side of the bar that I like to go in has got an oddly shaped bar, right? So if you're sitting at one end, you can't see the other end because it's kind of like a semicircle bar. It's got like 55, 60 seats.
Oh, that's huge.
So from one corner to the other, you can't see. But if you're like 4 seats in, you can see the other 4 seat.
Right.
Right. So I'm sitting in like the center of it, which I hate being at because it's like there's just I can see too much. And I'd like to think there's less people than there are. So the bartender's like, do you want me to let you know when one of those seats down in the hole, as we call it, one of those open up? I'm like, yeah, man, that'd be great. And it's not the normal bartender, Paul. It's this guy, Frank, who's cool too.
But knows that you want to be in the hole, so to speak.
Yeah. And he's worked there for years. I've drank there for years. So,
Right.
All that's good. And he's kind of tracking on this whole situation with the 20-something.
Jesus.
Right.
I guess that's your job, bartenders, to know that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and one of the servers is working, and she texts me, and she's like, hey, do you know who you're sitting next to? And I was like, no idea. She's like, oh, that's what's-her-face's other infatuation.
Oh my God.
Right?
Dude, Eskibros.
Yeah. And like,
And also the fact that you text your bartenders and your waitresses at this place is boggles my mind. Bottles my mind.
so the crazy thing is,
Bottles
most of them have worked there for years.
Yeah, I go to places for years too, and I don't know people's names. But you text them. That's different.
So like, I go in there. One of the reasons I like going into that bar is because I don't have to go with other people because I am friends with.
Yeah, and you said you've talked about them before. Like you've referred to them specifically as professional bartenders.
Yeah.
Like they know you. They know your order. But
the waitresses too.
Hey, maybe. But so yeah, obviously you have a relationship. Yeah.
So and I don't hang out with all of them often outside the bar, but yeah. So she texts me and she's like, "That's the other infatuation," and I don't care in the sense that, oh, some other dude is hitting the thing that I've already hit. Like,
And your Eskibro.
yeah, my Eskibro.
We talked about this last week. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I don't care about that, but there is a part of me.
You do this 5
With the fingies?
There is a part of me that goes like, what do I have in common with this dude?
Well, I know one thing.
No. Not history, Bobby. Not history. Like, what about us has made us
Appealing to her.
right?
Yeah.
So are you both emotional and available?
I don't know. I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
Right.
Unavailable.
So
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there, and he's talking to like a coworker, or it's like a weird friendly but not friend dynamic that is going on between this guy and the person that he came in with, the dude he came in with.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like listening to their conversation because I'm like, what about us is like, why are
You're trying to figure out her demographics.
You sound
just like
you
Yellowstone.
sound like the tattoo record, man. What about us? What about us? What about us?
So, and then like the more I'm hearing this conversation, the more I'm like, this guy's a fucking doof. I'm like, fuck.
Fuck, am I a fucking dude?
And like they're talking about whiskey, like back and forth, but like pointing out bottles on the shelf. Like, oh, have you ever had Macallan 12? I think it's pretty smooth, but I had a friend that only drinks Crown Royal, and I'm like, that's bad whiskey. And I'm like, these fucking
Sweet
dudes,
bag though.
fucking dudes. And so eventually, I'm just like, Bartender's like, hey man, one in the hole. I'm like, cool. Get up.
Yeah, peace
move
out.
down. Everything's going great, right? I'm in my happy spot, very end of the bar. He puts on an NBA game that I've bet on.
Of course.
Trivia starts.
Oh my God, you're in the land of milk and honey.
I've got a Corona with a lime in front of me. Oh, it's fucking perfect.
What could be better?
She's not anywhere to be seen. Oh, love it. Then she walks in. and the bartender comes over and he's like, hey, by the way, she's here. And she has makeup on, so she is out for something.
On the prowl.
Fuck. Goes in and sits down next to the dude that I was sitting next to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Perfect.
I think we're in the clear.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like joking with the bartender. I like put my hat so that you couldn't see, like, because like I said earlier, like I'm sitting at a spot where you're looking at my
Profile.
9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Right. 11 o'clock. So I like jokingly put my hat to a way that you couldn't see me from that angle. He's like, kind of works, bro. And I was like, yeah, dude, just don't make a big deal about anything down here. And I think we're in the clear. He's like, cool, man. So I'm crushing trivia by myself, 9 out of 10 every round.
Your favorite team.
Army of one.
So the
Great Bjork record.
the team name was Peace Boats over Tehran,
Nice.
which I thought was a good name.
Yeah.
So everything's going great. And then the bartender comes up again. He's like, hey, you want another one? I was like, yeah, that'd be great. He goes, by the way, he's leaving.
Oh, no.
I was like, fuck. Okay. So he brings another beer over, and 2 minutes later, he stands up, walks out. As soon as his back is turned to her, she stands up and walks over. And she gets 5 feet away. And this is like the last round of trivia. There's like 4 more questions left. Around. So it's about 8:45, 8:50. The bar is really just like 12 or 15 drinkers at the bar and like the trivia people. The families are all gone. And so she gets a couple feet away and I just stop her. I'm like, stop, go away. I don't want to talk to you. She's like, I want to talk to you. You need to talk to me. Yeah, no. Sits down right next to me. So I take my headphones out, put them in, crank up the music, and I just ignore her. And then she touches me, grabs my arm.
You get an erection.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Don't you dare fucking touch me. And I'm making a scene now. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're not obligated to talk to anybody.
Right. So she continues to talk, headphones in, can't really hear what she's saying. I grab my phone charger. I stand up. I walk to the other side of the bar again, and I sit down. Plug the phone back in, continuing to listen to music. 2 or 3 minutes later, she gets up, walks back over, sits down next to me again.
Somebody have no shame, I guess.
And just unplug my phone, stand up, go back to my original spot, sit down again. And she comes over again. And I'm like, at this point, trivia's over, right? People are like handing in scorecards and, paying checks and everything. And I'm like, look, a 7 volume wasn't enough. Let's go to 9. So now I'm yelling in the middle of the bar. I'm like,
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
You like
I know, and I usually like that. I think if I didn't know them, you know what I mean?
you'd be watching.
Then I'd be like, dude, get up, look at these psychos at the bar.
and all I'm yelling is like, leave me alone.
It's just like Michael Jackson record.
Right? But it's like, at this point now, and she tried to take one of my headphones out.
God damn, man.
Right. And I'm like,
Just turn her over to me, man. I'll take care of her.
like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Get the fuck away from me. So then the trivia girl, she comes over and she's like, not that there was about to be any kind of physical, I would never, well, I don't say never. I couldn't imagine myself hitting her.
Yeah.
Right. But like just came over, kind of got between us. and took her out the front door. The bartender came around and was like, "Hey man, just step outside with me real quick." So I go outside and he's like, "Listen, I know what's going on. I had to just ask you to go outside for the optics because people are noticing."
Yeah.
But you were saying to get away from you.
Right.
Right.
So he's like, "I know nothing's going to happen. I know you're in the right here, but as a manager of this establishment, I have to kind of take you outside and cool you down just so people know that I stepped in to calm it down."
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "All right, I get it." He's like, "Dude, she's fucking crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And I don't know what else to do. I'm at my wit's end here. Like, I blocked her. I asked her to
literally
leave.
following you around.
Touching you.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, "Let me ask you, what if the genders were switched?
No,
Like, what if I was a chick
It would have gotten
and
nearly
she
that
was
far.
a dude?
It would have gotten
What would
nearly
this
that
fucking
far.
establishment do then? What would all these people have done then? Right?
Yep.
Because some dude, some fucking cocksucker looked like he's going to white knight it when I start yelling, like, stand up looking at me. Like, and I was like, what the fuck are you going to do? You doofy ass bitch.
Yeah, it's a lot of the times, man. Like when you attempt to put on the role reversal hat, it like no one really wants to talk about it,
Right.
Because those cards show a completely different hand.
Yeah, and I'm not normally that guy that's like, what if I were black and they were what, like, but I'm like, this one is kind of crazy.
Is this a Netflix character? Or? Sorry, I'm just.
Well, you should know you have Netflix again.
Well, speaking of which, let me interject. Give you a second to have a sip of Coke. So I have a Patreon member, and she's been there for years, and I appreciate her. But like anytime something comes up that's like race related, I could bet whether she's gonna jump in, right? And I'm here for it. I don't, by all means, voice your opinion and all that. I think I just disagree with her fundamentally on life, but I had a review of a G.I. Joe Classify character named Big Lob. So
Big Blob or
Lob, like because he's a ball player.
oh, okay.
So so in the G.I. Joe movie, similar to the Transformers movie that we're gonna look at one day, the tactic from Hasbro was to kill off the old characters, as you well know, and introduce new characters so that you can sell new toys, right? And the
Not just Hasbro, it's everybody now.
yeah. But so like in the G.I. Joe movie, there's like this class of new recruits that graduate into the G.I. Joe program. That's a fun exercise. I'm just going to see if I can name them all. So there's Jinx, the ninja,
Yes.
because the keenest eye is that which looks inward. There is Tunnel Rat,
Yes.
Chuckles.
I don't remember that. Chuckles.
He was the guy that ended up taking a missile like by hand and running it over and throwing it into a fucking. He's like
That could happen.
So American.
And then Big Lob. And those are the only four I remember. And Big Lob was like, he was a black guy and he played basketball and you know what I mean? And et cetera, et cetera. Well, so they made a figure of him recently and I reviewed the figure and I was excited because he was the last one from this recruit class that like they've made. So like, I've got them all now, you know what I mean? I'm psyched. And I'm not really paying attention. I just see the box come in, says Big Lob. I see the basketball jersey. I'm like, fucking sweet, dude. Big Lob's here, like, and so I get down to review it. I cut open the box. I rip the figure out. I put it, on my thing. I get all the accessories laid out. I go through my normal kind of preparation, make sure my camera's card is empty and all this shit. And I sit down with it and I start to do the review and I get in tight on the head sculpt for Dennis, as it were. And it looks like fucking Gomez. Big Lob. Looks like fucking Gomez on this figure. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is a Spanish dude. This isn't Big Lob. I was like, Big Lob. And like, I'm sorry. Am I fucking bugging out? Like,
Did I miss?
Did I? Yeah. So I looked it up. I showed my phone Google search on screen. I was like, no, that's a black guy. And I wanted my Big Lob to be a black guy. And I was irritated that they had seemingly race swapped him. And there's no dog in the fight, right? They didn't replace him with a white guy. They didn't replace him with a half Italian, French, Irish, English, whatever the fuck I am.
Super angry.
You know, I'm disconnected from it, but I want my character to be the character I remember.
Yeah.
You know? So like
that's the whole point of nostalgia.
so like
It
I'm
has
like
to remind you of-
correct. And I'm like, this is fucking Big Lopez.
That's funny.
So did you leave that in the review?
Yeah. So I sent it. So I work with Gomez. I sent it to my work group chat, and I was like, "Does this not look like Gomez?" And my buddy Bao responded right back, and he said, "Grande Lopez."
Perfect.
You know. But anyway, this lady who I think is cool, we just disagree on everything. She got in the comments and was trying to break down her point of view on it. I just and like I understand her point of view. I just think she's wrong, right? But my thing is just tying it to my Netflix joke is that I'm just consistent. You know, I always like a lot of times in recent years they swap white characters for black characters, for Hispanic characters, for Indian characters, for whatever, and I understand the diversity and all. I get all that, but I have from the beginning said like I don't want any of that personally, and I don't want my black characters swapped either. I want them to be who they are, and that means something to them and whatever. And so when I got Big Lopez, I was irritated because and he had if you remember Big Lob, he had a weird shaped fro. It was like I don't give a fuck fro, and I always thought that was cool, and they just took that away, and I was irritated.
Were you more?
I'm super angry.
Seems like a theme.
Gives third party people to make different heads.
Yeah.
Would it have been better if he was wearing a soccer jersey?
Just equally as niche, I guess. Anyway, so continue. So you were saying
The gender roles.
Yeah,
that they were reversed.
Because the thought of that is crazy.
It wouldn't have gone half that long.
Right?
No.
It wouldn't have gone that long at all.
Yeah, and I mean, if had it, not for nothing, you call it what you white knight or whatever, but I would have, I would have gotten up. Had I seen some dude being pushy on some
No, I wasn't-
But it was opposite of this.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I know. I'm saying if it was
yeah,
woke,
yeah, immediately.
yeah, immediately I'd have been like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
But yeah, so I was like, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably a good point." And I was like, "And let me ask you this: how much did she spend in here tonight?" He's like, and I was like, "No, seriously, she doesn't have a check, right? Because you guys just give her iced tea. So I come in here, seemingly once a week on average, spend about $100, $120 a night. If it comes down to I don't want to come here because this is what's happening, it's going to cost this company $5,000 a year because she's not spending any fucking money."
Well, you're actually losing money to her if you're giving her free shit.
Right. She's
You're
costing
in the
money.
negative. She's in the red.
So I was like, it's to that point where if you guys don't ban her, I'm not coming back. Because I can go other places.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like to come here, but if all of a sudden I don't enjoy here, I'm not going to come
Yeah.
back.
Why would
Right,
you go
right,
there?
right.
Why would you spend money at a place that you're not welcome to?
Right. So he's like, you bring up a good point. I think I'm going to have a conversation with management, with the rest of them. And I text the other bartender and I was like, dude, I'm at that point, man. What else can I do?
You were literally being harassed.
Right.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, do you want me to call the fucking cops? Because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, because they don't have a bouncer here, obviously. It's not like that kind of bar.
Right. But I was like, what else can I do other than hit her?
Yeah. Because you were trying to get away.
Right.
And you couldn't.
So the only other option is to pay the check and leave.
Yeah.
And that's a weird thought experiment. What is, how is that okay, legally speaking? Is that against the law? Is that harassment? I think the touching is assault technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the person that involves law enforcement for something like
Something
that.
stupid.
And then you're going to drag everybody else involved. Well,
Right.
everyone else is kind of involved, but it'll be a bigger deal then.
But it's it's crazy to me that it gets to that point where all of a sudden, what am I supposed to do? I'm
Right.
saying, please don't talk to me. Please don't touch me. And she can just sit there next to you and you can say, I don't want to be this close to you. And
Nothing happens.
we're just allowed to just do that. It's very strange. Yeah. So the trivia, Autumn, shout out to Autumn, shout out to Frank the bartender for being cool about that whole thing.
Shout out to them.
So they took her outside. I went outside. He was like, all right, man, you can go back in. So go in. He's like, I got your next beer. Sorry about everything. It's like, it's all cool. Sit down. And so to my left, there's two couples. And I thought they were together because they've been talking to each other for most of the night. And the couple closest to me is like standing up, putting coats on, paying the check. And I hear her say, hey, this was a pretty cool spot, minus that whole thing down there with that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I started thinking, I was like, I'm thinking about like defending my honor to some fucking...
Yeah, it's hard not to look like the villain.
Right.
As a man in those circumstances.
Right. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm just thinking about defending my honor. I'm like, whatever. I've never seen her, probably never see her again. No big deal. So they leave, and the other couple is sitting there, and the woman gets up to go to the bathroom or something, and the dude looks over and he's like, hey, man, it's kind of hard not to have noticed what was going on, but I feel bad for you. I don't know what else you could have done. Mm-hmm. And I was like, so I got up, I walked over, I was like, hey, man, what's your name? Like, exchange names, everything. I was like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what else to do either.
Right.
And nobody, until I took it to a level that was uncomfortable for other people, was willing to step in and say, we need to solve this issue.
Right.
It would have kept going.
Right.
It would have kept going indefinitely if you didn't make it a problem for everybody else.
Right.
Has there been any correspondence since?
With her?
Mm-hmm. Well, since it's only last night.
Everything's blocked.
Everything's blocked.
So, like, that kind of restored a little bit of the faith in humanity that
somebody noticed and like, vindicated.
He's like, you moved 3 times.
Right.
Like, what? You were saying, I don't want to talk to you. Please leave me alone. And then
what more can you do?
So the rest of the night ended up okay, I guess. I mean, I was only there for another 45 minutes or so, but just wild. Well, I've never been.
And you didn't get to finish that round, that final round?
No, and like so, I turned in the scorecard, and I ended up with like 45 points out of a potential 60 because you can double one round. And I got 5th, so wasn't terrible.
No.
But by myself,
not exceptional,
and dealing with
a psychopath.
So, but yeah, just an insane.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because I know you do enjoy going there. You enjoy the trivia. You enjoy the spot. You like the bartenders, etc. So it'd be a shame if that was.
But I think I got to stick to my guns on it. Like, if I go back in there and something anywhere near that happens, I mean, actually, if there's really almost any interaction at all, I'm gonna have to be like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy for me to go in and spend money.
Right.
Yeah. Or time or anything.
Right.
Like, why would you go to a place that angers you or like bothers you?
Yeah.
When you don't have to.
It just really sucks. So, that's like obviously the biggest thing that's happened to me in the last week.
Yeah.
I started watching Eternals with Ringworm.
Okay.
And then it got too late and we had to scrap it. But my initial thoughts on Eternals is, so they're made.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one, but go ahead.
They're made by the Celestial.
Yeah.
Right? Who's not a human.
No,
it's beyond
being.
Right? And they can go from planet to planet. Right? And they're there for the what are they called? The monsters. They're I can't remember the name.
There's more. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the thing that
the monsters are fighting.
I can't remember what they're called. It doesn't. It matters, but not for this part. Why do we have an Indian?
Yeah, it is. It is like I remember we joked about it. Isn't there a deaf one or a blind one or something? Yeah, we joked about that. It was like the inclusive. the inclusurdles or whatever. We had a name for it
Yeah,
back then.
it's fucking strange.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't mind if there's an Indian guy playing a part, but we don't have to make him overly like what's the point of that? This
So that's
universal.
I think they're supposed to blend in so that they can keep like feeding the embryo.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because they're all working together. So in 500 BC, was there an Indian guy, a white woman hanging out together in Mesopotamia? That doesn't fucking make sense,
Mesopotamia is a great record by Blacklight Burns.
right? So like,
Did you watch Great Wall with Matt Damon?
Matt Damon.
No, I did not.
We did. You know what sticks with me about that fucking movie? You saying, even though the monsters don't make sense, I dug them. And I was like, what? And you were like, well, they were predators and their eyes were out to the side. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Joey, that your brain
That's
thinks
some
like
shit
that?
just Jaina would say. That's why I understand. But they're prey eyes. The predators don't have eyes on the side.
Hunters-
Yeah, they were side-eyed monsters, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I always think about that, like you know,
You're
even
just like, shut the fuck up.
even just going down the road, like seeing a deer.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
There is no such thing
eyes
as
right there on the
cold.
side. Right?
It's actually the absence of heat.
That's why I get along with her.
Yeah. But I always think about that particular line. Yeah,
I say random. There's many random things I've said throughout the years of me meeting you that you think about.
yeah, that one stuck.
Just nuggets
for whatever reason. But yeah, the Eternals, I think it's a cool idea, cool concept, and it also it was a lot of that stuff with Marvel in particular. If you think about like what was going on socially at the time, like some of that starts to line up.
Yeah.
But also like in universe, it's when it started getting sloppy because like there's like that giant. Have you seen that giant hand yet?
That's at the end.
Okay, so there's.
Spoiler.
Sorry, there's a huge giant hand. You'll see it. You won't miss it. But like it's just sitting there, right? Like in the Indian Ocean, I believe.
Yeah.
It's fucking enormous,
Another Indian?
right?
A giant Indian.
For the next like 3 or 4, nobody acknowledges it. Nobody
But they
talks
do
about
eventually.
it. Yes, but I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
it was like around the time where everything started getting sloppy. Where, like fans were like, "Why is nobody talking about this giant hand?" Like, and, so yeah.
Yeah, it was too many things going. What happened to
the
that?
thumb turn left and there's a coast of
What happened to that fucking dragon under New York? It was a,
Oh
was there
yeah,
a dragon under New York
Yeah,
at some
that
point.
was awful. That was in one of the shows. You don't have to watch that.
I probably won't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That
Not Daredevil.
The
No,
Defenders.
Defenders. Do you know? I didn't even. I just know of it.
Awful.
Yeah, it was a great show that led into a real shitty show.
Awful.
Yeah, so like I'm maybe halfway through Eternals, and so that part is weird to me. The like overtly stereotypical race of the characters that doesn't seem to be necessary for the plot line and is actually kind of off-putting.
Yep. It's just like some of these like
I didn't even notice that.
like I
Was there
see
an Asian
like,
person in there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Enkidu, right? Enkidu was. Gilgamesh,
Sounds
one of the-
racist, but
And then there's like a weird scene in a bar with like the young looking Eternal. So she's like thousands of years old, but she looks like a 13-year-old.
None of them ages.
Right.
Yeah.
So that she's stuck in that thing and she like presents as an older woman, and then she's like talking to a guy and the guy touches her hand and all of a sudden he can see what she actually looks like. And he's like, "Oh, sorry." And like leaves. Like that's weird too. Like that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, if you can't project an aura, it doesn't matter what you look like.
No, but like then the whole like kid fucking thing.
yeah. But it's just like another one of those things. Like I always say, like I think that Eternals, when you get to the end of it and everything, because like the real like plot of that movie is in the third act.
Yes.
When you get to the end of it, like for me anyway, I was like, man, it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not told the best way.
Yeah, I mean, so far the story seems compelling enough.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people who really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, and it also feels weird that they're all supposed to have different abilities,
Yeah.
right? And some of them just seem weak as fuck.
You're like, oh, I'm the one that can communicate with dolphins.
Here you are.
So it seems like
It's like Captain Planet has a heart.
Yeah.
The fucking the animal talker. You got wind, earth, fire, water, and this fucking guy who talks to the animals.
It's
Talking
just
animals is cool.
It feels like one of them, and I can't remember which one. I'll have to rewatch the first part. Like her superpower is just to yell to the others to do something about it.
And that's like Captain America's power, though, right? Like at the end of the day, like superpower wise, him and like Hawkeye is like, what are they really good for? Captain America's the leader. Like that's his thing. Like on a one-on-one fight, he's not gonna beat a lot of these people, but you
But
need
he can
him.
take a punch though, and that's a superpower.
He got this cap shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also he's at least better than Hawkeye, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because Hawkeye is just like Hawkeye has like a very particular skill.
I mean, he said that, and Age of Ultron is like, "Hey, I'm a guy with a bow and arrow fighting his aliens. It's fine."
Cap at least like is peak human performance. Like it's the best we got.
Yeah, but I mean, like his like he's the buffer. Like in a game, he's the guy you huddle around, and you get stronger because you're near him.
Yeah,
he's not strong, but he makes you strong.
Morale.
Yeah, so like you need communications and teamwork. So that
On your
it
left.
might not be strong.
Yeah, on your left.
It might not be strong, but it's necessary.
Yeah, it just feels like the one of them is just like, "Hey, help!" And like, so you're just like, you can't die from natural causes, but you're just an annoyance for thousands of years. It's a fucking terrible power. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's all I got really.
Joey,
I don't got much either. What did I do? There was a show I started that I forgot about that I want to get back to here when I was in Japan.
Okay.
It was on Netflix. I don't know. Actually, I don't actually know if it's going to be here because of regional code. But I think it's dubbed again. I'm finding I like a lot of these foreign media without realizing it's foreign until later. I think it's German. It's called Murder with Mindfulness. And
I feel like that's not the German way. Sorry.
so it's
Murder with disregard.
Murder with Prejudice.
Oh God, that's funny and awful.
But he's a lawyer.
Historically accurate.
Multiple times. He's a lawyer, like rich lawyer, who one of his clients is a powerful mob boss. Everybody in the office knows this. They make a lot of money off of this mob boss, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But things happen in such a way that he ends up the lawyer, who's a nice, perfectly good guy, ends up just killing a guy. His life was like falling apart, and he started going to this mindfulness therapist, and like it's helping. He's getting his shit together. He's calming down. He's taking charge of his life. He's like telling his bosses what for, and then he ends up fucking just killing this mob boss. This is first episode. It's not much of a spoiler. He's like, he was helping the mob boss escape. The mob boss gets into his trunk. He goes. They leave. He's with his daughter. They're supposed to have this weekend at the beach. And when him and his daughter got out, he looked at the trunk and he's like, I just want this weekend to be with my daughter. And he just left him there. And the guy died from a heat stroke. I think it was like it's the middle of summer,
Right.
And then he goes on to having to deal with this. But it's kind of like Office Space. He's just like, this is cool. I'm mindful.
Yeah.
I can handle this. And he ends up having more body count, so to speak, and
He's fucking them too.
yeah, after they die, and then he kind of like becomes the leader of this mob by default because everyone thinks he took this mob boss in hiding and he is the go-between. So he is giving orders and stuff, pretending to be the dead boss, and like he's becoming more of a criminal mastermind, even though he's a nice guy. And some people are starting to be like, this doesn't feel right.
Well, in Wakanda, technically, he would be the king,
Oh, is that how that works?
right? If you kill the king, you're the king.
Like society, like that never does well, or goes for long.
I mean, Wakanda seems to be doing pretty well.
Yeah.
But we watched a few episodes of it, and it's really good. But then we left and I forgot about it. Now I remember. I want to get back into it, but I'm watching this other show right now. But it's interesting. I like the characters. It's fourth wall breaking too. He would stop and like talk to the camera, and I like that. It's not jarring. It's like his internal monologue, but letting us know what he thinks.
That's cool.
Is he a trustworthy narrator in that sense?
Yeah, everything from his point of view is not skewed. Like if something's fucked up, he's like, yeah, this is kind of fucked up. Yeah. I watched. This is none of you guys would care. I watched season 3 of Food Wars. This is the anime about cooking that has a lot of tits in it for whatever reason.
Anime about cooking?
Yeah, it's anime about everything. Jinx. But
That's cool.
But all people have watched it, and then they try to recreate the dish. You can make all of them.
Oh,
Like they're actually good dishes. Yeah,
My
good, interesting dishes.
kid is into some show. I don't believe it's an anime, but she's like super into it right now. But I think it might be awful because I think she's also super embarrassed that she's super into it. But there's one character in particular that she likes quite a bit who has like a TV for a head.
Oh, FLCL maybe.
What does that mean? Evel, CVL.
FLCL, fully cool.
For
It's
love
like only
comes longingly.
What is it?
it's a short mini series anime. I wouldn't see how she would get super into it, but like it's older. It's like 20 years old.
It's called
Look, FFLCL.
FFLCL. What is it?
FLCL. That's it. Just 4 letters.
No.
Okay. So you see, that guy has a TV for a head.
Yes, he
Okay.
does have a TV for a head, but
There's multiple shows with a character with a TV for a head.
yeah,
I mean, he says it might not be anime, so I don't know.
Has Been Hotel.
Maybe some shit I need to get into. What is it?
There's Vox. This is the character that she likes.
Yeah, I have.
He's got a big old TV for a head,
I don't know who that is.
and I think that he is dead, but has been reincarnated.
As a TV head.
Well, so I think in real life he died by a TV landing on his head, and now he's come back from the dead as a TV head.
That sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't think it's cool because she
doesn't want to talk about it.
she seems like super self-conscious
which
about
daughter?
it. Jaina,
Oh, well, but like
for sure.
But I'm surprised that.
So
She
that
wouldn't
should give
wanna
you
talk about it.
so that should give you an inkling as to where this might be on the cool meter.
She's aware.
But she loves this character.
Oh.
She's been doing something recently that's like, I'm like, man, what the fuck kind of household do I live in? Because like it's fucked up, but it's fucking funny. And so like I'm laughing at it, which I know is just like keeping it going. But like she's doing this thing, like this sounds weirder than what it is. But she's like making sexual advances towards the family. But it's a joke, but it's all fucked up, right? So like, let me give you an example. We're standing in line for an event that I'll get to, and Selena is like a ball of energy. Like Selena like needs to get energy out. Like we sent her, actually we like left something in the car on purpose so that we could get down there and like send her to run up to get energy out. So she came back and she's still like fiddling around, and Laura was like, I'm gonna step on your feet if you don't stop. And Jane was like, can you step on my feet?
That's hilarious.
It's just a joke, but it is funny as shit.
I love it.
She says it all the time.
I mean, it's like dudes making gay jokes at each other all the time.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck you, but do I?
Yeah. So like I'm trying to think about some other ones that she's had. Like so like we were at lunch, and like Selena had some of Jaina's fries, and then Jaina was like, can I have one of your like nuggets or something? And Selena's like, no. And she was like, it always has to be one way with you. You know, like you know,
like it. She's developing a sense of humor.
It's fucking funny. And it's like de-arming my wife. You know what I mean? Because my wife would be like, she'll be like, Jaina, I'm gonna drag you by your hair out. And she'll be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And she like move a ponytail like over to her. It's hilarious. And like I know it's fucked up, and like I shouldn't be encouraging that shit, but it is so fucking funny.
Funny is funny, bro.
Yeah. Oh God, sorry.
But so yeah, food. I like competition. I guess a lot of animes are competitions animes. When it comes down to it, like the fucking volleyball one, I got really into. I like the art, the fucking out there story, and the fact that a lot of these things, especially the competition ones, are applicable in real life. I've always said watching that anime made me able to watch actual volleyball and call a game. Like when we were in Japan one year, because we don't have limited things to watch. When we were watching a volleyball game, I started calling moves ahead of time. And then Christoph's like, "Oh shit, you know what you're talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're watching this fucking anime for fucking 24 episodes. I know what I'm talking about." What else? I went on Instagram as an experiment because I've been off of everything,
Right.
and I immediately regretted it, which I don't because it's an experiment. But I immediately was negative
So
within 3 minutes.
somebody wrote me, watch this. Somebody wrote me and schooled me to this. So I'm opening up my Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So if you go up here where it says,
It's where your friends are.
you click it, and then you could just hit following. And now it's only the accounts that you follow.
That's the.
It's a fucking game changer.
Because I was saying they should have that feature last week.
Yeah.
But they do.
Yeah, somebody wrote me and was like, "Hey, this is the way to do it." Because I was co-signing it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, like same on Facebook." There's a way to do it on Facebook too.
Well, I used to would favorite all the people I want to watch,
Right?
Because they'll
then
come
you
up.
could do then you can
But
also
this is much easier.
with that. Like with the favorites, you can even you could hit there and then just do the favorites.
Oh, okay. So I'm just been boomer this whole time.
Yeah, me too. But like I knew about the favorites. That used to be in a separate place.
Yeah. I purposely favorite things so that they'll be on top of my feed. So I'm like the only way I could curate my feed, but it got to be too much to.
Yeah. So anyway,
too much work.
it's cool.
But now it's cool. Maybe I'll do it, but like I've been off of it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. But if you feel the need, there's that feature.
Yes, because I felt like I made the right choice after that because 3 minutes in, I started feeling myself getting fucking angry, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need this in my life.
Yeah.
I've been fine without it.
Yeah.
So it's just unfortunate for anyone who reaches me in certain platforms like that. I do enjoy a lot of listeners contact me. And
Yeah, DMs
I have enjoyed that, but like I'm just not on there anymore.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
nothing
wrong with that.
I feel bad about that, but like if you
Your heart and soul got to come first.
if you know me on Discord, or you can always write in at the fucking.
Here you go.
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can reach me on. You can leave me a Discord name on there, and I'll add you.
Yeah, there you go. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, I sent that thing. Speaking about like, and I don't want to get too into this wheel well, but there's this. My news, I only get it from pretty much Fifth Column, and then I have one other place. This Instagram page called Real News No Bullshit, where what I like about it is like they'll just put up a picture like this event happened, and then they'll do a write up underneath. They'll be like, at 9:30 a.m. this event happened to just objective facts, and then underneath they'll be like, here's a little bit more information. And then underneath that, they'll be like, here's our take if you're interested.
So it lets you know what's in the tutorial, what's not.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I love it. But anyway, they put up a post. I shared it, but like saying for everyone to be super aware right now, because every post that they're putting up regarding what's going on war-wise in the world is getting comments immediately. Like 6 to 8 comments immediately. Comments that would have taken minutes to type are getting posted within seconds. And they're like, and they're on both sides. Like there's bots on both sides. Like they were just saying, like, look, just be aware. Like we're actively going through and trying to block them.
It's too much.
But like,
You
just
can't-
be aware that there is a war going on in the world, and there is a war going on for your mind.
I mean, there's been a war going on for the mind for years. It's just recently like realize how deep it is.
But it's just interesting that like that like it fucked me up a little bit, like because they noticed it. You know what I mean? Like damn, like here's a paragraph that hit seconds after it was posted. Like it's literally impossible for this to have happened.
You couldn't consume the content, create a thought,
Correct.
type it out, post
Correct.
it. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So anyway,
There's been a couple of things like that. some of the political pundit people that I follow have talked about them doing research on like where. So the big one used to be Twitter.
Yeah.
So
that's where all the Ray is a Mary Sue shit started.
right. So like where the accounts were being created, where they're being routed from, like they're in close proximity to like 12 other accounts that all post the same message.
Yeah.
So it's just these server farms and bot farms. And,
Yep.
and they're all in the places you'd think they'd be. Like North Korea,
Russia. Yep.
Like very, very strange.
Yeah.
You just hope the next generation, I mean, that's how it goes, right? The next generation is smarter than the last.
Yeah, but then there'll just be some new shit from the next generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like you're gonna always be on this sliding scale.
But hold on, it's also a little bit different because when we were growing up,
We had scams when we were growing up.
I know, but hold on. So when we were Selena's age, we didn't have the internet.
Correct.
I had internet when I was 12.
You had internet at your house when you were 12?
I wasn't at my house when I was 12 or 13. When I got sent
at
to military
boarding
boarding school, we had like experimental
Right.
internet at that point.
Okay, but we didn't have the Facebook.
Yeah, no, we didn't have social media.
YouTube, we
No, there
didn't
was no
have
social media.
You had to go look for the information, right? Now, these kids are growing up with stuff where they're getting information in before they can even process is this a trusted source?
Yeah.
What does this mean? What's the angle? So they're indoctrinated before they even know.
Yep.
So like this is a new thing that we don't even know how it's going to turn out. Where kids are getting exposed to things with unknown origins and what the intent is behind it. We don't know how that's going to.
So it's funny. This is a good one. So Jaina has a friend, lowercase f, in Canada that she has met through this community that she's built around Tokyo Revengers anime, right? And they've been friends for now probably 5 years. DMing each other, and I think they've even called each other from the Instagram phone thing, and Jaina said, look, if I get straight A's this year, all I want is all I want, like it's no big deal, but I want to maybe it was even graduate from high school, like, is pay for my trip to Canada so that I can meet my friend, and her family would let me stay there for a week or weekend or whatever the case may be. And I was like, no, nope, sorry, no. She was like, you are going to tell me no? And I was like, I am. And I was like, look, what I can do is I can offer your friend, if I talk to her parents, I can offer your friend to stay here with us for a week. I'm willing to do that. But I'm not sending you to another country to stay with a bunch of strangers. Like, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I got news for you.
They probably won't either.
They probably won't either.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, well, I'll see. That sounds fair. That's cool. So talks to her, and I think it was just for this year because we're getting there. Talks to her, and she's like, yeah. That's fine. I'll come down there. Like, that'll work. Blah blah blah. Cool. A couple weeks ago, she DMs us with a picture of their group chat where this girl has said, because of what is going on in the States right now with, Minneapolis and all that, my parents don't think it's safe to enter the United States. So I can't go now, and plus, I think she said something else like, because they are supporting Israel instead of Palestine. Like, it was all this other shit, right? And she was like, and Jaina was like really upset by it. And I was like, Jaina, I doubt this girl has ever even asked her mother, because anybody that would ask their parents this knows that they're going to be told, are you a fucking idiot? Of course I'm not sending you to another country to live with a complete fucking stranger for a week, you moron. I was like, she was like, I'm torn because she's attacking my country. And I was like, Jaina, it's all bullshit. this has nothing to do with your country or anything. It's because this girl was afraid to ask her parents because it's a fucking insane idea.
And there's another potential thing.
What's that?
It might not be who she thinks it is.
So it's funny you say that. So I always joke with Jaina. I'm like, I'll be like, as this thing was coming, I'm like, when am I going to talk to this dude's parents? It's not a dude. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I'm a girl.
I'm a girl. I'll be like, I'm like, so anyway, this dude's probably like 30, 35. You think like, should I get some alcohol for him? Like, like I always fuck with her about it, but I think she's talked to her on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You never know, but like
emulators and shit like that.
Sure.
Filters, you can even FaceTime.
But the truth is, it was never going to happen.
Oh, sure.
Right. Yeah. Like, but that's Jaina's a young person coming up in the internet era, and she's falling for it.
And she's a smart one.
Yeah. She's nobody's dummy, but she's just, so like, there's always going to be the next wave.
Yes. No, everything is right. It's just like, I flew out to Roseville, California when I was 19 and stayed with a girl for 2 weeks.
Now, 19
Which is crazy.
It is crazy, but 19 is different.
That I meant online. Yeah.
19, I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. You're right. Like what I did was stupid. Also,
I can make your life challenging here.
Also different. Like just with the genders being different, it's different. Just as a dude being invited to a chick's house across the country is different than the other way around.
Yeah. If I had some son, somebody's son, if I which is a Abracadabra record. If I had some son that was like some young strapping lad and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go meet this chick out and watch it. But you know what? Even if it's not a chick, you'll probably take care of yourself.
You got your phone on you. Right? Call me if you got a problem.
Ahoy or whatever it is you say. Like.
Hey, on the way back, there's a good pizza spot. You might pick it up.
But it's different.
But you would have, right? If you talked to this girl's parents, and then she was like, "Yeah, she can come stay with you for a week." Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I have strangers come here all the time.
That's probably why she questioned.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Going somewhere and having someone come over is
correct. And I always tell her like, look, like, I'm not Mike Tyson by any stretch of the imagination, and I've had my ass beat plenty of times. But like, if you come here looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
Like win, lose or draw, I don't care. You're gonna remember it.
And also here, you got support that you can call on here.
Yeah. And like, but all those things, it's like I control the temperature here.
Right.
So like I can keep it safe within reason.
It's the presence and absence.
Fair. Anyway, continue.
What else? Oh, random thought.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but it's one of those things I think about a lot, especially when I encounter an item that seems like it has to be there, like a flushing toilet. Right?
Yeah.
It's been there. It's always been there in my entire life, and it should have always been there. But at some point, it wasn't.
That's true.
And my thought is like things that were always going to be invented, regardless of what universe you're in. Because like I'm watching the show about alternate universes, a good one, and like Marvel, and I'm just like, it's hard to imagine things we have if we didn't have them, if they were to come, like peanut butter, and things that were invented by accident. Like maybe peanut butter wouldn't have been invented if that one guy didn't fucking discover it, or it was always going to happen.
I feel like socks were always going to happen.
What about ice cream? Do you think ice cream was always going to happen?
I don't think so.
That's our universe privilege.
Yeah. I think fire was going to happen.
If fire didn't happen, we wouldn't be here.
Right.
Yeah.
I think socks, or as Cameron would call them, feedy heat.
The wheel.
The wheel. But like things like the TV, they had a different version of a TV that lost. It wasn't as good. And same with listening.
VHS.
Even further back, like literal television, tube TV. There was something else that was competing for it. And records, they used to have the tubes, the spinning tubes, the wax tubes or whatever. So like the HD DVD could have won over Blu-ray, and who knows where that would have gone. But like there are things that weren't always going to be invented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know why DVD won over Blu-ray?
Porn is all. Porn drives a lot of things.
Did we
Porn
talk
drives
about it
technology.
on here once?
No, I think it's just common knowledge.
No, it's like it's one of those things.
Yeah.
You know, especially if like you're into geek shit.
I
Like,
think VHS took off your hose porn too. I'm pretty sure.
And I think
could
the
have
other
been.
one was PlayStation.
PlayStation was, yeah. I mean, that was.
Because
I-
PlayStation was supporting DVD.
Yes, I think they were always going to win because like Nintendo was stuck, like just like they still are now. They were like, we want cartridges. I'm like, why?
No, but I'm saying like in the Blu-ray versus
Oh, and
DVD.
it's PlayStation 2. Yeah, they won over Xbox.
Because if they would have made it a Blu-ray player also, then there would have been
Yes.
potential that Blu-ray would have won.
Yeah. So yeah,
Because it was like the second most common way somebody watched a on-disc movie was in a PlayStation.
PlayStation.
yeah. I mean, I've never had a disc player. It's always been one of my PlayStations that served as my disc player. And Blu-ray players are expensive as fuck. You might as well buy a PlayStation because it was either the same price or cheaper, and you get another function out of it.
Back in the day. Now you can get a Blu-ray player for like $60.
Yes.
Yeah.
That no one wants other than you.
Me.
Who buys Blu-ray and DVD anymore?
Just me.
Yeah.
Just me. But I don't buy. Good news is I don't have to buy them too often because everything sucks.
Just the collectors.
Yeah.
Just the collectors.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what else I think about is like, fuck, man. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Was
Would you put it back in the cabinet?
yeah, if I put it back in the cabinet. Was shit, man. When you're talking about things that have always been here and whatever.
Dildos would have always been invented.
Yeah, I don't know.
Technically, they're just representations of the other of a cock.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess they're not necessarily being invented. Vibrators, though.
Yeah.
Who discovered vibrating feels good?
My dad had an
DJs.
outhouse when he was a kid.
DJs.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Thank you. That triggered it. There's certain every now and then I'll come across things where I'm like, man, you know what? I still don't know how that shit works. You know, like it's
What, the clit?
like some well, yes, but like just some like regular shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, I know that what it does,
Yes.
but I don't really know how it does it.
Like microwaves?
It's still like magic to me in some way. And one of those things is a record player.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah, like music is on this thing, and then you drag a needle across it, and then it plays the music.
Have you never taken a comb and then run your fingers along it and it makes that sound?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like that.
yeah, but I don't get it. It's too many. It's too.
Really?
It's too many bristles in a comb. You know, somebody like
I'm surprised because that's like such a basic thing.
yeah.
I
but
would understand if you didn't know how digital things work.
to me, it's so like, man, how is that possible? Like, you know, like I'll get bugged out over that shit. I'm like, whoa, yeah, this fucking needle is just going down this groove, and music is coming out of this speaker.
Could you imagine if they had to make a record by hand?
Chisel it.
like
With a really small chisel.
I need to go 1 micron lower to get this C flat.
At some point, something's had to be like physically manufactured, right? For it to get to the way it is now. Like computers used to be handmade until we discovered how to
Yeah,
make computer chips.
So there was,
Like transistors and shit were made by hand, like hand blown glass.
I might have to watch a YouTube video on it. It's fucking me up right now. Like I'm like, man, how? Like, and I understand. Like even so, I don't understand how it works, but I understand that we have computers. They can now make things work that I don't know how they work.
Yeah.
But how did we do it before computers?
Right. It was.
Was it some guy grooving out a fucking record?
Grooving.
I think I could be making this up.
That's good.
I could be making this up in my mind, but for some reason I feel like it was the first one was you would play the instruments
Yeah.
into some sort of collecting microphone.
Yeah, it
of
didn't
some
help.
sort.
Nope.
And then the press was just the actual sound waves on a material that you could then recreate it.
You can watch. If you,
Dude,
if
it's
you
bugging me.
Listen,
It's making my skin
listen,
crawl.
if you want,
It's like,
if you want,
it's like there is magic in the world.
watch. You're not going to. I'm just
I
saying.
might.
I mean, you watch YouTube. That's reasonable. But if you were an anime nerd,
Yeah.
you would watch Dr. Stone. I've talked about it before.
Yes,
They explain because they went from the Stone Age. This guy wakes up with
Right,
nothing
right,
knowledge,
right,
and he
right.
slowly
He-
builds up. And
yeah,
at some
yeah.
point, he makes glass records,
Oh yeah.
and he tells you how to make music out of a disc.
Okay.
So was I right?
Yes, it's like that.
Bam.
Damn. Yeah, I
That's
don't
why I'm
get
good
it.
at trivia.
I gotta look into
But
it.
like, I'm glad I'm not like. There are people. I'm not talking down to people, but there's many people I can't have conversation with because they do not have the imagination or the curiosity.
They're not curious enough.
That
They don't
word,
give a shit. There's like
so to
that
speak
works,
on it,
so that
but-
works. Like for me, I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah, I think that like that's
Think about
that's what leads to adventures and shit. Like my kids. I think part of it is this. My kids are not really
phone?
up for an adventure. Like so we were going to softball practice recently, and Selena was like, "Well, are you going to use the GPS?" And I was like, "Nah." And she was like, "But you've never driven there before." And I was like, "Yeah, but I've been in the car." And she's like, "Well, do you know how to get there?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I know the general idea." And she's like, "Well, what are we going to do?" And I was like, "Selena, we're going to go on an adventure.
Yep.
And we're going to hope that we end up in the right place."
You see some real
and
interesting
that's just
shit?
part of the fun of life sometimes. And she was like beside herself, and then
Was it like a generally easy thing to find? Like it's on Route 97
I mean, it's
in this town. You're
there's-
like, we're going to look for the fucking.
there's far more complicated places, but it's a half hour away, so like, but I was just like, I have a general idea of where it is, and like I know the roads that go that direction, and like we'll fucking find it.
Yeah. So if somebody tells me like, hey, I'm off of, and I don't know what the roads are out
Yeah.
here, but like, Route 32, in this general area, I'm like, okay. We're gonna meet at the McDonald's there. Yeah, I'll find it.
Yeah,
Like, I
there's
don't
like
need you to.
there's like
Because we went through that. I used to plot out. I used to have an atlas,
dude, I
the
had
big book
I had
atlas.
I had,
plot out.
I had
plot out
ABC
routes.
maps in my
Yeah,
trunk.
ABC doesn't listen.
know.
Like ABC maps. Like I plot the route, and then after that, we had MapQuest. We printed that bitch out.
But like I was like we had plenty of time. It'd be one thing if we were stressed for time. I'm not going to be late, but we had plenty of time, and I was like, let's just see if we can figure it out. This is fun. This is a fun thing.
I used to drive around with no destination, and I would go through a neighborhood. I'm like, those houses look interesting. Let me drive through that neighborhood, and then you see some weird. I've seen like castles.
Yeah, yeah.
What I should have done.
I've done video shoots at places like that because I've just driven past them and
yeah.
been like, that's weird.
Yeah, let's go to the
on Sunday for the thing that we haven't talked about yet. I looked up where it was. I was like, "Oh, I've been there." Right? I think I went
Carroll Community College.
Yeah, I went there for some event that Buckley was putting on. Right?
Sure.
And I was like, "Yeah, I know where that is." And I like looked, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's right off of technically off 32."
Okay.
But I was like, "Yeah, I think last time I took 70 to 97 up, and it's So I normally put it in my GPS, but then I just close my phone and it's just there in case, like, oh, fuck, which way is it now?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up 32, and for some reason I looked at my phone, and it's like I was about ready to get on to 70. Right. I looked at my phone and it says stay straight for another 10 miles. And I was like, well, I was planning on it, a little longer than 10 miles too.
Yeah.
But and I was like, I didn't look to see maybe there's an accident, there's traffic, so I trusted it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, it took me an hour and 5
Damn.
when I looked, it was 44 minutes.
Yeah. Like
And I should have just trusted the whole, like, I know the general direction.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure this out. It's okay.
So that same place, Carroll Community College, I'd gone there for an event similar in the past, and we were there like an hour early, and there was like no big deal to line, and so I just started walking around, and like my kids were like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm exploring."
Yeah, walking.
And she's like, "What do you mean you're exploring?" And I was like, "I'm seeing what's in this building, just for fun."
Yeah.
And they were like, "We're supposed to stay here," and I was like, "I know."
Also,
That's part of the fun.
but nobody really gives a fuck.
Yeah. So like we just walked around this building and like
It's interesting. It's
looked at
different.
like and I was like see I was like we could have done this, or we could have sat in that fucking lobby,
And looked at our phones.
and looked at our fucking phones. Like here's a sense of
Kill your God.
kill your god. This is a sense of adventure.
Yeah, and also like always like what I tell people is like I my eyes gets to lay on things I've never seen before and never would have, right? Just to look at something that I wouldn't have gotten to look at as a life experience.
I think sometimes like I was in when I worked for Social Security, after you're dead for so many years, they send all of your social security files to the incinerator, the one in Baltimore at like the
With
dump
your body?
Yeah, with like at Baltimore, like with the smokestack that says Baltimore. But like, so like I've been in that building and like thrown things
cool.
in the fire pit there, and like it's just like one of these like little
cool.
life experience things that like otherwise I would never have had.
Yeah, I definitely haven't. It's just not. I don't think it's a personality thing. I think it's like just a stage in life thing that I don't do that. But like that's something I used to enjoy. And like the little button on your dash that resets your trip, that used to matter because the map would be like drive 8.3 miles. And as soon as you make the turn, you reset it, and then you wait for the 8.3 miles, and then you start looking for the next turn. That shit like people just won't experience anymore. And it's not their fault because there's no reason to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like,
but it's just like there's a cause and effect to all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I do worry about not worry because it's ultimately no big deal, but you know that you just miss out on experiences.
It's different experience, and also people look, boomers be like, "Oh, what if this happens and you need these?" I'm like, if things happen in such that there's no digital clocks anymore, you have more things to worry about than how to read a fucking analog clock.
Yeah, but I'm not even saying
things like that.
Yes, I agree with you there, but I'm not even saying stuff like that, right? Like, because like you say like different experiences, right? Like, but like after the show, when we get back in the car and drive home, like you can just look at your phone then.
Yes, that's
you know, and you won't be missing too much. There's not. I
always catch them on it.
I always joke with Gamez, I know it's been an hour and a half, but like you didn't lose those reels forever. They'll come across your feed another day. You know, you don't have to see them all. You don't have to see them all. You know, like
you can't see them all. It's like porn.
You know, but it's like
I've tried.
Me too. I've had like 100 tabs open. Like I'm gonna get through these. Never. Fucking
but it's
never
like,
go back.
You know, it's like it. You know, but then everybody has a blast. You know, like just like. And then like come across the door and I'll be like, let's see if it opens. But what if an alarm goes off? I'll be like,
then we'll leave.
And then we'll say, well, we're sorry.
I didn't know that happened when it did that. There was no sign that indicated. If I see a sign, I won't do it.
Yeah.
You know, but if it's just a random door, I'm like, all right, you know, keys open doors, keys open doors. Clips record.
But that whole curiosity thing is interesting too.
Yeah, people don't. It's like the minds aren't being used or something. I don't know what it is. I can't talk to those people.
I was talking to Bryn the other day because I've been having a hard time sleeping, and you know, it's like like fell asleep at like 5:30 this morning, and it's like 8:45. You know, I'm back up doing it, and she's like, "Well, that's crazy. Like, what's going on?" I'm like, I get these fucking thoughts when I try to lay down, where like just something random will pop into my head that I saw in something or it was mentioned somewhere, and I'll be like, what were they talking about? And next thing you know, I'm watching a video.
Yep, phone's out.
Reading some article about this thing because I just can't let some of that stuff go. It's like somebody was talking about like the demon core.
The nuclear device.
Yeah,
yes.
couple years ago, somebody just said demon core, like it was like you should know.
Pass the butter.
Yeah. So like that day, I watched 2.5 hours on
Demon
what
Core.
the demon core is, its story. How
Sounds
it
like a
kills
new kind of
people.
music.
Same here.
You know, so it's like I'm like trying to.
It does
explain
sound
to
like
her,
I would listen.
To Demon Core, yes.
but people that hear things about stuff like that, like demon core, and
It just passes right over them,
and they
give
don't
a-
seem to care. I don't. Have
And again, it's not their fault. They just have a different brain pattern, and like, and their way of this is why I say ignorance is bliss. To be able to just hear some shit, and it doesn't matter to us, right? It doesn't. So you don't have to think about it, and they just let that shit go. I'm like, it's got to be nice in its own way.
Yeah, it's true, but it's like I don't have much in common with that.
Same.
person
That's why.
talking,
Yeah.
Because
same.
I want to be like, you know, because I had a similar thought to Bobby years ago about how does a record work?
Yeah.
And I watched a thing.
You ain't gotta say years ago. You know what I mean? But
Well, I'm not as angry as you. So
true.
once I push all the anger out,
But you have more Eskibros.
he's a goof.
You got to figure out that demographics, bro.
So like, but then once I saw how it worked, then I was like, well, how did it get
Yes.
invented, and what was
Yes.
the first version, and then it's like until I became satisfied with like
An understanding.
an understanding of it, and like how it came to be, and it's like, oh, well, then I can just file that away
I might forget it and look it up later, but at the time, it's important.
Yeah, so it's like at night when the fucking circus starts
Yeah.
in between my ears. It's,
Quiet the monkeys.
it gets crazy because I'm like, oh, how does this work? And next thing you know, like for there was a while where I was into like quantum physics.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that. I've gone down that road myself.
You know, it's like how many times
it's
at
like
4 o'clock in the fucking morning am I watching a goddamn video about quantum physics? Like I understand any of it.
Yeah, it's like Tenet for me. Like,
I'm watching
I
a
know what I'm
PhD.
watching is of quality and is important in some way, but I don't get it. But I'm gonna sit here and fucking try.
Yep.
It's like I'm watching like a PhD level dissertation about quantum physics. I'm like, oh yeah, well obviously
Quarks and stuff.
the up quarks. Oh yeah, up quarks.
You know,
I should be sleeping, but I'm learning about up
well,
quarks.
we were
right now.
walking around that college campus that one time. Like I remember, like Jane, all my kids like have a respect, general except for Selena, but have a respect for the rules, sort of in general. And Jana was like, "Well, what are you going to do if like a cop comes?" I was like, "There's a cop patrolling the school." And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Well, that would be a poor use of resources, in my opinion." But
Especially since it's closed today.
and especially since there are no Carroll County cops, I was like, but sheriffs and all that. I was like, well, it'd probably be more likely a security guard. And then she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Well, what is he going to do? Throw me in security guard jail? That's not a real place, And she was like, "Well, can he fine you?" And I was like, "I doubt it." And I was like, "What is it? Well, then what would happen?" I was like, "He'd probably tell me you're not supposed to be here." But what would you do? I would leave.
I say, okay,
We're
sorry.
back. We're back to square one. If the alarm goes off, if something bad happens,
You leave.
I'm just going to leave.
Does Jaina think that like behind every door is a person with a gun who's ready to punish you?
No, but she thinks there's an immediate consequence for any wrongdoing.
But kids are like that because you teach them that.
Because
you raise people,
and especially my oldest, because I was on her ass, so to speak. Like,
Yeah.
as you get more, they start wearing you down. And then the fucking babies we
like running
murder.
amok. Yeah, but like you remember, I don't know. That depends on how you raise as a kid. Like,
Yeah, not a whole lot of rearing going on in my
Yeah.
household.
and like as you are growing up and you don't understand how the world really works, you get brought up in the way that the world is supposed to work, kind of. Like that's the consequences. Bad guys get caught. This good guys ever don't do the wrong thing. Like it's the panopticon effect.
Yeah.
Like you always think there's someone watching, whether there's someone watching or not, and then it gets ingrained into you.
Yeah.
And that's how law and order gets established.
Because I didn't have a childhood like that, I kind of view things in an idealistic way. Like this is it works because it's supposed to work this way. Right. So,
Yeah. I think that mine is just like it's nuts and bolts. Like I would like to get in. Like I love going through those like abandoned like mental health facilities.
Yeah, Urbex, bro.
But like if I look at it and I do a little bit of research and it seems well patrolled and everything, like I'll leave it alone. Like it's not worth the hassle for me. But like I'm also realistic where like nothing's gonna happen to me at this community college.
Well, so like, for that stuff where it's like it's patrolled and everything like that, I'd be like, well, I'm just gonna go there. I'm gonna look for the security guard and be like, hey man, like, you mind if I just
Look around.
look around? Like I'm not gonna graffiti anything. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
got no paint on me, nothing.
Right.
Just
like you can come with me too.
Yeah.
Like we're just
Yeah.
gonna go in here and look.
Yeah.
as adults, we have that kind of like processing power that kids don't yet.
Yeah, that's true.
They
Yeah.
don't have enough life experience. They haven't talked to enough people.
But that's
They
what I
haven't
said
been in
earlier.
enough
Is like,
situations.
the scary thing about technology now, and just how, like, with kids not being able to discern what's real and not, and what's okay and what's against the rules, but it's not really a consequence. And
Yeah.
as long as you're not doing anything bad, you're not going to get in that much trouble.
Yeah, my worry is like kids watching too many streamers because they seem to get away with murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want them to model themselves after these fucking narcissists.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that streaming and even like just the reels and stuff of like people that are like trying to fuck up somebody's day for the sense of content,
Just for clout.
Yeah, like that stuff's not good, buddy. And like the I worry about like especially those young kids that do the type like you.
More and more of them are getting consequences. Though.
But if you try the wrong one,
Oh, no.
People has been getting shot. There's a guy in Korea. There was a guy in Philippines that got detained.
Yeah,
might have
yeah,
been in
yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
Like
which was the first?
that one chick that was like that one psychic lady just got found guilty. She owes $10 million now for defamation. So things are happening now. I think the courts and the justice system is catching up to these things. Which is
Do you
good.
remember I'm Tyrone and I hate smoking?
yeah.
Like there was I feel like there's a rumor that he got shot doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, like the even like people like, you know, walking, like you're out with your girl and you're walking down the street and somebody walks past like, nice ass. You know, like
You don't know.
you just don't know.
You don't know.
Like like I mean,
People's gotten fucked up.
yeah, you're gonna remember that day.
But I mean, on the other side, as I always argue, because you know I argue for technology, is like it lets us have the information to the demon core and how records work.
Oh,
Otherwise, you would go to a decimal system in the library to find a book
I'm not
records.
anti-tech.
I'm not anti-technology.
Just how it's
It's just how it's utilized,
Yeah.
and then to use it as a tool in your life, as
Yes.
as another implement that you have, you know, as opposed to
It being your life.
it being
Yeah,
your
it's like the difference is like us is we use the GPS as a backup. Like if we do get lost, we got a GPS. For someone's like we have like your girls, I have to have the GPS.
You have to.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
You know, like none of my kids have any idea like what streets are called.
That's crazy.
Zero idea.
And we know-
they
we
know
know-
the street they live on, and that's it.
We know a lot of people, the same people that struggle with direction. And stuff. Like, man, I remember being 14 years old and being like, if I get on Route 1
Yeah.
Yep.
and I
Yeah.
keep
That's what the
pedaling
porn
this
store
fucking
is.
Yeah.
bike and I keep going south, I'm going to end up in this fucking town.
Well,
and
and
I
you
know where
and you halfway had to learn that just for like man, if I got to run, you know, like if I cut a left on this, you know, Angelina
yard?
Circle,
Yeah.
there's a bike path there that can get me to the whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like it was important.
And you walked everywhere, so you needed to know shortcuts to things. I used to
Yeah.
walk to fucking Laurel Mall and Columbia Mall from,
same.
from Guilford Road. So like,
Same.
yeah.
Same.
So now kids are like, I say kids, but like young adults.
20s, early 30s.
I'm like, hey man, you want to head up to so and so? And they're like, oh, where's that? You drive past it fucking every day that you come to work. Like, how do you not know where that is?
Yeah.
Oh, and normally it's just 10 and 2.
Yeah.
well, that was my thought for the week.
Okay. So my nerd week has pretty much centered around Matilda.
Okay. Oh yeah, yes. Krista showed on me her feed,
Yeah.
and she's killing it,
Dude,
so impressive.
So I bought the DVD. I ordered it.
No, that's no digital copy.
You got to see it when it comes in.
Did you understand my comment on the Facebook?
I think.
Strictly prohibited.
Oh yeah, because they said because they go to Choki. Didn't they say at the beginning?
The very beginning. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're like digital photography and recording strictly prohibited. And I thought of it like after I posted it, I'm like, all these people that didn't, not the
Right.
special that you had to go to it,
Yeah.
they're not going to see the joke and they're going to be like, what is this guy?
What is this guy being such a stickler for? So here's the whole story, right? So we recorded Nerd Rage last Tuesday.
Yep.
Wednesday morning, the baby has a fever.
Oh shit.
And I was like, fuck. And everybody goes into panic mode, right?
Yeah.
Laura goes into panic mode. She's calling the fucking, you know, to be like, does she need to be replaced? Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like lying to my entire family. But I'm like, no. It's Tuesday. By Sunday, this is gone. By Sunday, this is gone. She's going to drink water. We'll keep her home from school for the next 4 days. And she's going to drink water and take, you know, some cough drops and keep her nose clean, so to speak. And
I've got an ancient Chinese recipe.
this is no big deal. And I'm lying through my teeth. I'm fucking like so worried.
I need a sprig of this root. I need a little bit of lye.
and a shot of whiskey. So anyway, like she basically sits on the couch. She watches the Matilda movie like over and over and over and over again, and she's just blowing her nose and she's miserable. You know, her eyes are glassed over, like she looks like shit, but like she's studying. Do you know what I mean? Like at the same time,
Phoenix ready to rise.
she's
from the
studying
ashes.
every moment. You know, and anyway, Friday morning, she started seeming like herself again. And I was like, I told you. You know what I mean? You know, so my wife takes her to the final practice on Friday night because she missed all the practices. We were just going to keep her locked in. My wife takes her to the final practice Friday night. I take Selena to softball. My wife is not allowed in to the rehearsal, but she's sitting outside and she was like, I can't hear what's going on in there, but it's over. And they were doing like the bows. And when Leia bowed, they went fucking nuts. And I was like, she's got it. She's got it, you know? So, so Saturday we go, and Saturday, so she's in the seniors program. She was trying out to be in the juniors program. She's in the seniors program. She's the lead. Just a fucking flex. And, so the Saturday day, she's in the ensemble. And there's another girl that they have as Matilda, and then they swap on Sunday. They swap, and there's a couple.
Saturday was the juniors, right?
So I was confused about that too. No, there were seniors and juniors both days. They alternated performances. They just say it's the Matilda Junior program because they're not older than 18.
Gotcha.
But like, so anyways, Saturday she's in the ensemble. I'm sick from the shit that she had.
Yeah.
So
I can hear it.
I sit in the back left corner, and I just have a box of tissues against a wall, and I'm just like fucking keeping like my nose plugged, and I'm watching, and she's like just in 3 dance numbers, and that's it. So like I went to both shows, but you know, for what? Like, you know, support. So Sundays
pay for the tickets each time. God damn.
Yeah. So Sunday is the big day, right? And you came, Farrell, you and Plowman from my work. And like, I'm like a nervous wreck. Like, cause you know, you're like, what if she fails? What if she fucking, you know what I mean? It's in front of everybody, and she's never done anything like this before. And these kids have been in this program for fucking 15 years. Like, what if, you know?
Yeah.
And she got out on that motherfucking stage and owned that motherfucker. Like, I mean, of course I'm biased. It's my kid, but like, I've never seen anything like it. Like I'm squeezing Laura's leg. Like, you know, she's just like, she's all over the stage. She's confident. She's like, she's singing the song. She's still a little sick, so her voice cracked here and there on the songs and shit. And she has some timing issues with some of the songs, like, because like you're just going off an instrumental, so she's like trying to wait for like the chord to drop, you know, and she's like quiet, and it's supposed to hit with the chord, but she's early. The chord comes in on the T instead of the Q and shit like that. But like the general performance stuff, like the lines, the blocking, all that, and like even to see shit that like we'd practiced at home, you know, and I'd been like, man, I think when you do this, you should do it like this and say it like this, and to see her implement those things like on stage, I was like, man, this is so fucking cool. But like, so at intermission, I stood up and like I just like smacked Jana's hand, like high fives like 10 times in a row, and I was like, she's fucking killing it. And Laura, actually one of Laura's like coworkers was there, and like didn't come down or anything, but like was there, and she was like, I saw your husband go crazy at the she was like well deserved, you know. Some of Laura's family was there, and like I just got up and like after I did this, she's fucking killing it, and I probably shouldn't have cursed in front of all those people, but the one of her aunts was just like, she that's fucking crazy, like that's insane. You know, I'll play a little performance of her for the pod, because we've talked about it so much. The little song, a lot of the video that I got didn't come out great because I'm like holding it up against my chest.
Strictly prohibited.
Yeah, for strictly prohibited. And I'm trying not to be a fucking, you know, discourteous. Oh my God, you all right? You all right there?
Hey, that's strictly prohibited too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me go grab a paper towel while you set up the video.
But I'm trying not to be discourteous, you know what I mean, to record the shit. I don't want like my phone to be distracting to the people behind me or anything. Yeah. So I like had it like sitting on my chest and just hoping that I got the shit frame right, and I definitely did not most of the time. But you know, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I thought it was great. She definitely killed it. There was a couple other kids that showed like a lot of true promise.
I agree.
You know, I think the one that played not the teacher, the mistress.
Trunchbull.
Yeah.
Yep. She was great.
The one boy.
Yep. Bruce. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Leia says it. She's like, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you're one of those people that thinks that it's, you know, a decision you make.
Mm-hmm. You never met this kid.
Yeah. Because immediately I almost looked at him. Like, that's one of yours.
Yeah. But here we go. There's a. Oh no, that's not it. Hold on, let me. Here we go. Oh, maybe that's not it either. Was that it?
The one on Facebook was pretty good.
Yeah, I think this is the one.
So impressive. I was telling Chris, I was gushing over how impressed I am, like someone at that age to just to memorize that many fucking words.
It's 120 lines.
Yeah. So like I said it to you during the intermission. Like I would have paid a couple dollars more if they would have had a professional sound person.
Yeah. Some of the
I thought about it a little bit more since then. We're like, so this is a juniors group, right? And it's supposed to be encouraging people to get into the arts and learn stuff early. I imagine they don't have kids that are in the crew side learning the job.
Oh, right.
So like that's something that would be interesting for them to do is that they got a real sound person and then started teaching the kids how to do that.
100%.
That's another part
100%.
of the world.
because you need all of it to
The prop building, all that shit.
Yeah. And so like it was disappointing because I thought she did such a good job, but man, fucking audio at some points
Yeah, it was rough at some points.
really tough. Like a lot of the kids had
Mics on taped to their face.
so like you could hear them breathing. You
Yeah.
could hear them when they were off stage because they didn't quite lower the volume low enough. Sometimes multiple mics picked up things and like some kids would be like 4 times the volume of the chorus.
Yeah. And sometimes you could hear, like, just depending on where the mic was, like you could hear them breathing, which is distracting and stuff. But
So
like,
it's like, and I know they're all trying to learn.
yeah.
You know, and that's great. And it's not going to be a fucking, perfect polished,
No.
Broadway level thing. But it did make me think about that other side. Like, are they forgetting about
Yeah.
half of showbiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have been.
The numerous aspects of really, I mean, that they could train people that have those sorts of interests. You know what I mean?
You need a best boy grip.
Yeah. Best boy grip.
Because some kid that learns audio for the Matilda Jr. thing might go on to be a fucking music producer.
Yeah, can get into sound engineering. 100%. But yeah, I was just so like proud. Like, I
remember when she got the part.
Yeah. And I mean, I told her because it's the juniors program, but it's the senior class of the juniors program. And like, she was like, I'm going out for Matilda for the seniors. And I was like, okay. I was like, look, these kids have been in that program for a long time. Like, you got to be prepared to be rock number 6. You know what I mean? Or tree 3 or whatever. And like, there's
put in your dues. And,
you got to pay your dues. And there's no small parts, only small actors. And we'll be the best goddamn tree we can be, like, and then she came out of that motherfucker and was like, I think I got it. And I was like, I'm sure you do, but
then she got it.
And then we got an email. It was like, she's got it. And I was like, fuck, so like, I don't know, the amount of work that we put into shit and like
all the time.
Yeah. So because I always look at the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
So she's been to Eclipse concert.
Yep.
And then got backstage.
Yep.
She tries out for her first play.
Gets the lead.
It's the lead one group above her.
Yep.
how do you temper those expectations?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough if things don't go
You're not
our
going to
way.
roll fucking
Well, like,
sevens every time.
I told you like that night that we were coming home from the Clips concert, Jana was like, "Are we the main characters?"
Main characters. I mean, it feels like that sometimes, right?
But like to see like all those little things like just pay out in droves for her, and like the amount of confidence, like no bullshit. Like I'm getting emotional even talking about it, but like it was like I saw another side of her. Like I live with this person. I've known her her whole life. And like, but like I saw like a free version of her, like a completely liberated, like her true spirit or some shit that like I've never seen before. And like now I'm addicted to it. Now I'm like, all right, what's next? Like
show that.
Like yeah. And if that's my destiny, like if you would have told me 20 years ago, look, you're gonna be the softball dad and the theater dad, I'd have been like, oh yeah.
What am I going to drive a pickup truck?
But now here I am, and like I'm all
Wait, are you getting
in.
a pickup truck?
No. It probably won't fit in my garage. I had to get one of those lame ones with the short beds, like
I think those are cool.
But anyway, like
it's minivan time.
I like the mini trucks.
Yeah,
Not the bench seat isn't big enough for two people.
yeah, they have those in Japan.
and like
It's
just
small over there.
like walking through the hallways like an intermission and hearing people like that girl is amazing, and like
Well, you're like, that's my kid.
you don't say it, but you fucking want to.
That's my kid. Everybody, that's my kid.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is like, because how old is she?
9.
So that's the other thing. Is you want to be like, yeah, all these other kids that are doing great,
Yeah.
that are like 16, 17 that have been doing this, that one's 9.
Yep.
That's natural.
Yeah. and like even like because like she's so little and shit, like there's a scene with the teacher that like takes a liking to Matilda.
Yeah.
At the end where like she basically adopts Matilda, and like in the show, like Leia like jumped into her arms and like the girl like held her, like picked up, and like she's just playing into everything. Like, because I saw the other show, the other girl didn't do that.
Yeah, the other girl was probably
right. She's like the big as fuck, like, but like so it's just like but it's like it's just so it was so fucking inspiring. That I'm still not over it. Like I'm on a bit of a high from it.
I don't think you should be over it.
Yeah.
I think it was that good.
Yeah.
And then it pissed you off last night.
Yeah. They pissed me off last night, but I'm still where I'm. But the other thing I wanted to talk about regarding my Matilda experience.
Imagine if they if she wasn't as good and they pissed you off last night. If you weren't starting at such a high level, imagine the depth of your anger then, Bobby.
Yeah. So anyway, the other thing is I had McDonald's.
Oh, lovely.
For lunch on Sunday.
Awesome.
What'd you have?
I'm going to get there. So Chick-fil-A was closed. We had Chick-fil-A for lunch on Saturday, but Sundays Chick-fil-A stays.
It's the Lord's Day.
Lord's Day. So I haven't probably had McDonald's, like a McDonald's meal, in probably over 20 years. Yeah, I'll get a French fry here and there, but like I've never had like a McDonald's
last meal.
Yeah, because like I don't eat out like that, so to speak. And I mean, fair. So anyway, but count my calories, and I had to pick and choose between either a small fry and a quarter pounder or a large fry and a cheeseburger, which was irritating. But I went large fry and cheeseburger. Anyway, came out, hit my plate. I don't know if them motherfucking sandwiches got smaller or I got bigger, but that cheeseburger was the smallest goddamn cheeseburger I ever seen in my motherfucking
did you
life.
expect it?
Yeah, like
The
dude,
size of the patty, so to
like,
speak?
even before I unwrapped it, I was like, because the wrapper's adding some bulk.
You see how big I am? This
I
little
opened up that cheeseburger and I was like, what in the White Castle?
And do you ever think about like the price too of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so expensive now.
Because you're like,
Fast food's not
oh,
cheap anymore.
Yeah.
This 2-bite cheeseburger cost me $7.
Yeah. And the patty was like paper thin.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, damn, man. Like,
And even less beef
yeah.
because it's
Who knows?
other bullshit.
Who knows? But I had the fries were great.
Yeah, 'cause I go for the same choice too. I always get the bigger fries.
Yeah.
Even though it's like the less economical value wise
Right.
out of it.
Right.
See, I go for the nugs.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my McDonald's experience and hadn't had one in quite some
How's
time.
it taste though?
It was good. Yeah. It was good.
This McDonald's?
No. It was
okay.
near the Carroll County.
I was saying, this McDonald's is always on point.
Yeah, I believe it.
Not all McDonald's are created equal.
That's
No,
fair.
that's true.
Like, this one is always
It-
fresh, quote unquote
and,
fresh.
And also, like, I haven't been in, like, I feel like I'm starting to sound bougie, but like, I haven't even really been in fast food restaurants like that. Like, if I go to fast food restaurants, usually at lunch at work because other people are going, you know?
Or it's been crazy for the day, and it's like, fuck, we need to.
And there's like no cashiers now.
yeah, you have to. You can walk up to the counter like a boomer. I've seen people do it, but you can use the touchpad. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was like, huh. And then like, I was like, man, there's no like stand with like napkins and like ketchup and straws.
That's all behind. They're all cost saving.
It's not just cost saving. COVID changed a lot of that. Like a lot of restaurants like do things different since then. They just haven't gone back.
Yeah,
Like
but I
you didn't. I don't know if you remember, but you don't leave shit out no more back then.
Yeah, but I
people
think-
can't just like grab stuff.
I think that when they looked at it, the pre-COVID and post-COVID or during COVID,
Yeah.
that they found that it's a significant.
Yeah, that's why they didn't change back.
Right.
So it's like
But I don't think they initiated that before then.
no, because it would have been
Weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
We spend $1 million on ketchup a month.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, just people just fucking going ham on that pump.
And they weren't Heinz.
No, they're
I think that motherfucker just said ketchup on it.
yeah, because I think it's
It's McDonald's brand,
think-
bro.
It's like
I think
rice at
McDonald's
Costco's. That bitch just says rice. Ingredients, rice.
You know what you're getting.
because I mean that's the way that all those places are going now is they have their own. I don't know if they're not actually making it.
It is a very stale environment,
Yeah, it's not the
which is kind of a bummer. Like, 'cause I remember being a kid and going to McDonald's and
You
it was
loiter
like,
there.
and it was like a blast.
Yeah.
You know, like
Do you
hang
remember
out.
like the kids section that used to
the
have,
tree,
Yeah, or like the chairs were like
like mushrooms or something came out of the ground. Like
now it's like
No, it's all gone.
it's like it's very like corporate almost.
yeah. I mean, it is
so
what
there
it
was
is.
something that came out about how like Chipotle's and new McDonald's, when the new ones they make, all those places are the same type of building, and they're all made so that if we close this thing down,
Somebody else can take it.
somebody else can
Yeah.
just open
Makes
up.
sense.
Because if you look at Pizza Huts,
Oh yeah, like
can't-
in Carroll County, there was a Five Guys that was clearly in a Pizza Hut restaurant, and I like and like I like Five Guys burgers. I enjoy them quite
Same.
a bit. But when I drove past it, in my heart, I just wanted to be like imposter.
you're not a Pizza Hut, sir.
I mean, it gave things. It was interesting though. It gave things personality and style, like Circuit City, the big old
Yes.
plug.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
IHOP. Even some IHOPs don't look like IHOPs no more. Like with the big old blue roof.
Yeah. Well, it's that talk, right, of like minimalist culture.
I've been in an IHOP recently. There was like a strip mall.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
a normal.
Oh wow.
There used to be all those tall blue
strange
roof
to me.
buildings.
But like this, like, you know, I've talked about it on here before, like minimalist culture,
Yeah.
like of it does suck in some ways. Like,
Yeah.
there's a racetrack near where I grew up, and
Laurel?
yeah,
Yeah.
and like I don't know if you've ever been. I've never seen a race there, as fate would have it, but like I've been for other things.
Yeah.
And like when you walk past an old ass building, but when you just even like looking at like the barriers that are there to keep people out, like, you know, like you would put a chain between them till they say like no humans this way type of thing.
Horses only.
It's like the amount of sculpt work
Yeah.
that just went into those posts, whereas now is cylinder,
Right.
cylinder, hook, chain, hook, cylinder, hook, chain. You know, like it's there's even some flair in that little post from the 30s or whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because they were all handmade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other, it's not really minimalist stuff. It's cost saving and it's kind of gross.
I think it's both.
Yeah, it's
because
two
like they're like it's a reason why like even households, like even the open floor plan and the way things are, like it's just a stylistic choice. It's not always cost saving. Like I like the brush metal, black marble, white fucking cabinet look. I don't like the trims on the doors and stuff. Like it's just like style has changed, and Also, just functionality wise, regardless of the cost is probably a thing, but just like maintenance, it's a lot easier to fucking wipe down a cylinder than it is trying to get into the crevice of those fucking works, right? Like those things, if you look closely at those things, they're all fucking crusty for a reason. And like I don't expect them to be clean, but like there is functional reasons for things to be the way they are.
There's a beauty in decay too, though. Like,
oh yeah,
urban
decay.
Yeah. So that's all I really got. Let's get into some notes. I
wasn't as excited this week as I was last week with Mortal Kombat. I'm still excited about Mortal Kombat.
And weirdly, I looked at all the notes today.
Nice. So the final Mario Brothers trailer?
Yeah.
I'm still in.
For sure.
I don't know. That one kind of... I don't like the modern Mario.
Hello.
I mean, the graphics look great.
Yeah.
But the... I don't know, the rest of it, it didn't feel Mario to me.
I love the first one.
Yeah, same.
So I'm hoping to like, my only worry with this one that I might feel away, I love the Koopa kids. Like they're my favorite.
Yes, that personality.
But like Bowser Jr. is not my favorite.
No.
And it doesn't look like the Koopa kids are going to be in this. It looks like it's just going to be Bowser Jr. And that to me is like disappointing. Doesn't mean I won't like the movie, but I would love to see the Koopa kids.
It would be hard to fit all of them in.
Yeah,
because they all would deserve some screen time.
Yeah, but I'm in like a motherfucker. It comes out, I'm going to be in South Carolina, I think, when it comes out. But I'm going to see it down there with the family probably. Then this Lorne Michaels documentary. It looks good to me.
Not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, I like kind of history biopics with entertainment and shit, so like I'll probably be interested in it. And Saturday Night Live, that fucking movie was amazing, so I don't know, I'll probably check it out. And then the Academy Award winners, I saw some hubbub on social media about this, but I think people, so Best Picture, I think, is where Best Picture was one battle after another.
I like that movie.
So I've heard that movie's great. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's great in my opinion, but I did like it, and it was very different. And I thought Sean Penn was fucking crazy good in it.
Well,
super weird character.
So Paul Thomas Anderson was the director for that movie. He won Best Director as well. And then Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor for Sinners. And
he did play two guys, so that's not fair.
And Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor in One After Another. And I think Sinners won Best Screenplay. No, Best Adapted Screenplay was One Battle After Another. Best Original Screenplay was Sinners. So I think what this came down to, K-Pop Demon Hunters won Best Animated Feature. I think what this came down to was, it seems like from the social media stuff that I'm seeing is like racism, right? And like the truth is, man, is like I haven't seen either of these movies, so I can't give my opinion on the matter. But
I'm gonna do it anyway.
No, I'm not. But I'm going to give my opinion on the sociological aspect, which is like I'm trying to think like a group of people that are somewhat unrepresented. Aborigines. Okay.
Aboriginal.
In Australia?
In Australia, yeah. So if a film is made about Aborigines, which I actually would be fascinated by because I would love to learn more about that. But if a film was made about Aborigines that was written, directed, starring, nothing, all Aboriginal people for those roles, like that movie, no matter how good it is or how bad it is, doesn't deserve a sweep just because it's some people you haven't seen before about some shit you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
It also needs to simultaneously be considered the best movie by a group of people that are judging it. You know what I mean? And I think that sometimes like this sort of thing happens where in the past some movies have swept because in part the unique element of the DNA of the cast members and the movie makers, right? And I think there's a little bit of like people in Hollywood specifically being afraid, like, well, if we don't do this, is that a problem? You know, so like I don't know. Everybody that I've talked, and I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen it. I kind of want to see them so that I can have an opinion on it. But everybody that I've talked to that has seen that one battle after another, whatever that shit's called, has been like, it's fucking great.
That is, it's as far as like an entertaining, it's long, so to speak.
Right.
Like,
A lot of Oscar award winning movies are, to be fair.
I feel like it's almost 3 hours.
Okay.
Which is weird nowadays, right? It was entertaining the entire time.
Oh, well, that's impressive.
Yeah, that counts.
You know, so it's like, and it did have that fucking amazing whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the Mexican whistle.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
What about you need to go on down to and
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Leo does it, and it's like picture perfect.
yeah.
And like broken Spanish, you know, and then hits the whistle, and it's fucking great.
And I only say that to say this. I've talked to a lot of people that have seen Sinners, and I've talked to some people that think it's great, and some people that think it's okay, some people that think it's overrated, some people that think it's fine, some people say it's worth a watch, some people say it's really good, but it's a wide plethora of responses versus one battle after another where everybody I talk to is like, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. But I do want to see it.
So Sinners is I'm sorry, I might have zoned out. It's like an all black cast or something like that.
I don't think it's
It's not all black, but
black
it's kind of a black story.
black focused.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the weird thing is to call it
Joey's seen it. So give it a quick.
I think it's good and overrated.
Okay. The two things can be true.
Yes. Like, it's good, but like, I think people
not that
saying is better than what I think it is, but you know, subjective. Yeah.
Yeah. So the interesting thing, one battle after another, is about racism too.
Right. I don't know that. I don't know what that movie is about.
So it's this like alternate reality where racism is sponsored by the government.
I think that's the reality.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Overtly. Like,
Right.
so there's that weird scene, and then there's like this weird like cult of like super powerful men called the Christmas Day Adventurers.
Okay.
And they're like,
Movie sounds more interesting than I thought.
Yeah, same.
it's crazy. But so there's that scene where like Sean Penn is talking to Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, "You're buying a girl's clothes." And he's like, "Yeah, I have a daughter." It's like, "Oh, what's her name?" And he says the name, sounds like a black girl's name. And Leo's like, "Okay." He's like, I love black girls. I love them.
Oh my God.
It's like but it's fucking creepy and weird.
Yeah.
Like,
as it should be.
so it's like to say that Sinners didn't win is a racist thing is forgetting that there's that element
Right.
in the other movie.
Right.
Right. So it's not like they made an all white, you know, being like, look, this is great. And then there's an all black movie like, oh no, we're great. And they go like, nah, white people get it again.
Yeah. And I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen it, but I've never been impressed personally by, I don't know who he was up against, but I've never been impressed by Michael B. Jordan in general. He just never, like, I didn't find him compelling in Creed. What else did I see him in? I mean, obviously Killmonger, which I think that the Killmonger thing is almost not fair because I feel like the guy who played, you know, rest in peace, Black Panther just like overshadowed everybody in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
But who else was he up against? Let me see here. Best original. No, that's screenplay.
Does it also feel like they're trying to crown him as like the best black actor?
I think so. It feels like it. I mean, I think I don't think he's great, but I think it's good.
So Benicio del Toro was up for it. I mean, he's tremendous. Jacob Elordi. I don't. If I'm Frankenstein, I don't know.
Oh, Frankenstein. You watched Frankenstein? Did you watch
I
Frankenstein?
watched part of it, and then I fell asleep, and then my Netflix expired.
But you have Netflix?
I have Netflix back, and I do plan on watching it.
It's good.
I feel like they tried to crown Chadwick.
Well, see, that's best supporting actor.
But he was good.
You know, but I feel like they're trying to.
It's just
crown
like Don
him.
Cheadle back in the day.
Yeah, and for that Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, but Don
Morgan
Cheadle is
Freeman.
better than Michael B. Jordan by far.
Leonardo DiCaprio, who is a really good actor, but I also feel like he goes overboard trying to win Oscars every fucking chance he gets.
Well, he
like
fights
they're
a
like,
bear.
And he probably was like, I'm only Hollywood. I'm the only movie I'm going to do at this point is a movie fighting a bear because that's how I'm going to win an Oscar. And they wrote a whole movie around that.
Leo fights bear. That's the name of the script.
You know, and I don't know a lot of these other guys. Ethan Hawke, who I think is a fine actor, but I've never seen anything with Ethan Hawke in it either where I've been like, whoa, what
Holy
a performance.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Denzel smoked his fucking boots in fucking Training Day, you know?
Oh, that's Denzel's role, though.
Yeah, that was the role that Denzel was born to play.
so like it's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
It's almost unfair to give him an acting award. It's like, hey, just be you.
It's like DMX and Belly. Hey, yeah. Man, fuck a book. One of my favorite lines. It's like, man, I've been reading this book recently. What? Fuck a book. Daughter can't eat no books. Man, my daughter gonna be all right, man. Not Nas, who also just played himself. Method Man played himself. It was like, but yeah. So I don't know. I haven't seen it. Now I am motivated to watch both, though, just to solely have an opinion. And then we have one question. If you'd like to send in a question,
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
Alan Mac Daddy Young Scrappy says, "Story lads, happy St. Patrick's Day. It is actually St. Patrick's Day as we record this. I hope we are all keeping
green
well.
beer.
Yeah, I wear a green sweatshirt.
I'm all red. Black,
Joey, I'm gonna pinch you for the leprechaun. Pinching Joey. You got a green. Yep, you got a green band on. Everybody's green except for you, Joey. Now you're green with envy. I hope we are keeping well. I know you haven't done a top 5 in a while, so I'd like to ask, what would be your top 5 comic books to have read and to have on your shelf?
That takes time.
Whichever
to think
fans-
about. I can't answer that right now. It wouldn't be fair.
So whatever
make a note of it then, Joey.
Top 5 comic books to have on the shelf.
I'm going to send you mine. I'm going to send mine just on a blur, but I'm also going to think about it for next week as well. I'm going to say Infinite Crisis is one of my favorites. A lot of people, no, not Infinite Crisis. Identity Crisis is one of my favorites. I think a lot of people don't like it, but I was one of my favorite comics I've ever read. Green Lantern's the Black Lantern Darkest Night book. Dark Knight Returns is probably in that conversation. Watchmen is in that conversation for me, and Preacher. Those are my 5 off the top of my head. Preacher is quite good. It's about this guy who gets like the voice of God as a power. So like if he commands you to do something, and he is a preacher, and if he commands you to do something, you have no choice. You have to obey because it's as if God is demanding it.
What about free will?
So you don't get it. Not with the word of God commands you. So anyway, there's this scene that's great early on in the book. He gets into some beef with this guy like on a beach, and he's like, count every grain of sand. And the guy like just falls to his knees immediately, and he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the book is like 9 volumes long, and at the end it has one of the best endings in comic book history,
Which is
period,
hard.
point blank ever. But at the end of it, they like cut to him, and he's like all like emaciated, and he's like laying on he's like 400,365. 400,366, like moving these like grains of sand. You know, it's cool. So that's my answer for that. And then he says, Farrell, if you have any just normal books, and when are we going to kill some bugs again? It's been too long, he says.
Oh yeah, it has been too long.
They're shutting down soon.
Are they?
I think so.
I was on 2 weeks ago for like 2 or 3 hours, and I didn't see anybody get on. To be fair, I didn't message anybody. But so books. I used to read.
Yeah, I used to read a lot.
So there's one.
Was a man.
So that John Kierkegaard, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Into the Wild and Into Thin Air. Into the Wild got made into a movie.
The guy that like died, right?
Yeah, Alexander Supertramp.
It was Leonardo DiCaprio. He was like, I'm only taking this role if I can actually die in it.
That'd be my career achievement.
Yep.
And then Into Thin Air was about a famous Mount Everest summit. And I thought those were fantastic books. Most of the other stuff I read is nonfiction. I'm not a big fiction guy.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to know my favorite political philosophy books, I can tell you that.
Just rattle them off.
So On Liberty and The Social Contract by Thoreau.
There you go. You know what's funny? Thoreau just made me think, because I think Adam was a fan of Thoreau. Odd thought, but like after the Matilda thing, I had a passing thought that went through my head that said, I wish Adam could have seen that. Like it just came and went, but
That makes sense to
it
me,
was,
though.
yeah, it was a strange thought that just entered in. Like it came in like the girl from Raspberry Beret, just came in through the outdoor and was gone.
I mean, it makes sense because, like, if you look at which of your, and so sometimes I think of like friends that are in the inner circle as chosen family.
Yeah.
So like if you have, so like I have a friend where I've known his kids their entire life.
Right.
Right. So when a child achieves something, right, it's almost like a secondary, it's like if I were their uncle.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's like,
100%.
hey, I've talked to you about the issues of raising this child. And now look, because it's almost a little bit like, look what we have done.
Yeah. It takes a village.
Right. So, but also like when you're showing somebody that truly understands the we of you and your child, because there's a lot of you put into the kid that is now achieving something. So it's just sharing something with somebody that it means more than like if I show up, because I've only known Leia for 3 years.
Right.
You know, so it's like, it's not like, hey, remember that time 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Real struggle to get her to do whatever. And now look at her. She's memorizing 120 lines and killing it. So,
yeah. Joey, do you still paint Warhammer 40K?
I want to.
And he said, if so, would you be able to show me some of your work?
I can show you some of my past work, but I don't have anything recent. Like the last stint, which lasted for a while, like I was much more into the building and modeling aspect, because like I find it interesting to make unique things, and I feel like I know how to make things look cool, and I am pretty good at craftsmanship. Much better,
extremely good,
much better than I am at painting, which frustrates me. Like I'm one of those kids. Like I'm frustrated if I am not the best at it. Like even if I excel at something, I need to be better, and if I'm not better, then it's shit. And then I'll often, unless I'm really happy with my work, I see it as shit. So I put that off.
I do want to get a completely side note, but just asking if you were still into painting 40K.
I love it.
I want to get a setup here. I think I'm going to do it where I can record music. Like even
buddy booth. We in the buddy booth?
No, not a proper one anyway. But just something where I can record it like right here.
Like on this table. Why not?
So I am. I'm actually, I need to reach out to JR. He knows stuff about that maybe he can help me with. But like,
getting this room with everything in here acoustically right is going to be weird.
Yeah. So I don't think today that you need to, because of just all the filters and shit that you can run. Yeah. Over top of like plugins and stuff like, but
also there's like because of all the shit in here, there's no echo. It's already sound dampened.
Yeah, but there's a lot of right angles.
Yeah, but anyway, like I'm thinking about doing that, even if it's just for me. Just I think I need a hobby, and I know that sounds strange.
Now that your fucking picture album is done.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Now
that's what it is. Like I feel myself that once I'm like either completed the project or like over it. I need something else to do.
Yeah.
With all this extra time you have.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's the thing is I need to make some time for it. But like I think if I had something like a space that was inspiring to work on it it would lend itself to getting done more.
I mean, I get you need something that's for you.
Yeah.
And not for creating content for others.
Yeah.
I have the fish tank.
Yeah.
And I have my workshop, but ever since the flood, like I haven't put it back together because it's just so daunting.
Yeah.
Like every piece of furniture has been moved after meticulously putting it where they are, and so I haven't worked on anything since the flood, and it was in August.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to take 15 or 20 minutes a day to do something that's strictly for them.
I just track it off.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Well, that's for me, and to be fair, that's for others as well.
Yeah. For their health.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm sorry, I threw you off.
No.
Anyway.
I'm like, some days I forget to.
If only I would get so much more done if I forget to.
So sometimes like I had this conversation recently, but like I have two post-nut mindsets. One is sleep. And one is hyper motivated.
Yes, that's why I need it.
Yeah, one is like, okay, now let's go, guys. Right?
I got do.
I don't have hyper motivated.
Really? Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Now I can get some shit done. Let's do some stuff.
I have like crippling, like
Fatigue.
no, like where it's like where I see everything for how it is, how it really is.
Oh, that kind of clarity is not. I have that clarity enough as it is.
And sometimes I'm like, ugh.
No. That happens. That self-loathing, depending on what you were fucking watching.
No, it's not. It's not about what I was watching.
Oh, okay.
It's about like so. It's like
I've had that.
For me,
I've
it's
had
like
that. I've had that
I
for
just
sure.
did
Well,
that to that.
I've had that for sure.
I can give you.
Barely, Jerry.
one way that I've found to defeat that. So it's you watch the thing that you don't want to talk about.
Oh, I talk about it.
And then you have something lined up.
That will carry you through.
That's the finish.
Yeah.
And it's a palate cleanser.
I like how we all know what this is.
Like there's like I think about it sometimes. Like I don't think like I'm a pretty open person. You know, like I'm pretty like I
Gaping open?
No, but I my problem is I
I know
often
it's not a so to speak, but I feel like it's
my problem is that like I often overshare. You know, that's like my problem.
That's your superpower.
And with all of that said, I don't think there's a person on this planet I would let see two things: the Reddits that I've subscribed to, number one, and the explore page on my Instagram. I think I'm taking those two to the grave.
So I've always thought that there would be a cash cow company if when you die,
Yeah.
right, that we somehow then have temporary full access to
Yeah.
all your electronics
Yes.
to scrub
Everything. Yeah. Just wipe. Yes.
everything clean. That
Yep.
it's
Like that would be that would be a hell of a business. People would buy it. I mean, I would buy it.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
the thing is, you have to trust them.
You have to
Because
trust
you
them,
you have
too.
to give them access ahead of time and trust them not to access it until you die.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the implementer. I don't know how to.
Yeah,
how to make
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
say-
But that's 100%.
That's where you come in.
it's a hovering hoverboard. So like,
It doesn't do it yet.
but I'd pay $1 a month for the rest of my life for that.
I pay more than that.
But I'm saying, like,
that's life insurance.
Without
post life, that's your death insurance.
Sure.
without a thought, I'd be like, oh, pay that subscription first. We can deal without lunch today because we
Yes.
got to pay for that.
Like it reminds me of that's a great movie. I think it's Robin Williams. He's a bad guy. I think in it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where he cuts the final cut.
Oh, I do.
So,
I
like-
think it's a fucking. I think it's a Nolan movie. I think it's
I
an
can
early
see that.
Nolan
I can
movie.
see that. So like everything's in your brain, right? Supposedly we remember every fucking moment of everything. So when you die, this person goes in and can retrieve your entire memory. Like so he sees everything you see, hear everything you hear, and he cuts it into your funeral to like for people and the memorial to see like the age progression of seeing yourself in the mirror get old.
Is
and
it
all the-
Insomnia?
I don't know. And all the good moments, but he gets to see everything. So he sees everyone's dark secrets. He sees this person who abuses the shit out of the kid, but he has to cut a good movie for the funeral. And it's I love that movie.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
But it would be
now.
that, but to erase it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I gotta find
I
it.
think
though.
it's Robin Williams.
Yeah, he's the villain.
But it was like a understood villain, someone who does that for a living, and you just see the darkest part of every human you come across because everyone has it. Everyone has dark parts, and that's all he does.
I think they're
as
called
a full.
areolas.
Some I've seen ghost areolas. They were like
I think they're just small.
no, they're like the color.
No
is very,
pigment.
Yeah, they're very pale. Look up ghost areola, everybody. But yeah, like that's your job. Just
I'm
to-
typing in ghost titties.
that's different.
This film
Just to
follows
see the
two
darkness
Los
of everybody,
Angeles- is
and
it-
then your job is to make them look good. Ugh.
I'm trying to like it's gonna
It's gonna
drive
bother
me
you.
nuts.
Yeah,
The final cut.
that's what I said. Yeah, Final Cut. I was right.
The final cut. That's not a Nolan.
Yeah, see, that's like not really darker.
Yeah, but you can still see them. They're slightly. Sorry, I don't want to hold that back from you.
Right, that's that's almost like no cup.
Who's those?
I don't know.
Just go ghost areolas. Well, ghost
And
nipples.
that's what they did afterwards.
I'll give them some pigment.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess some people are self-conscious enough to get them tattooed? Question mark or
Leave that.
tanned?
I don't know,
leave that
I
alone.
think,
You just put like
I think
a
that's
latex.
fine to begin with.
Yeah, I think so too.
So-
I like them all though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But you put a latex suit on with just the nipple showing, and you go into the tanning booth. Is that how that works?
Oh, or Final Cut. You know what movie I was actually thinking
Still
of?
on that, we're on aerial.
Yeah, sorry.
8mm or some shit.
1 Hour Photo was the movie I was thinking of.
Yes. That's a different.
You're talking about. So Omar Naim did Final Cut. Mark Romanek did 1 Hour Photo, and Christopher Nolan did Insomnia. I'm just giving everybody their flowers.
Yeah, you have them all mixed up.
I got them all mixed
crossed.
up somehow.
But they're all good.
Yeah.
1
they're
hour
all
good.
photo is really good.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah. All right. So with that, shout out to Chris is on assignment, but we might be with us next week.
Yep.
Shout out to Marilyn Phil on our notes and on Twitter, and also shout out to Dante on Facebook. And with that,
Flappy labius.
Moist eyes.
tight dick player.
Ghost areola's got to be in there somewhere.
I know.